keep her in my pocket like some loose change. Drugs swerving on the 101 back to your place. One wrong turn, fantasize about the great escape. Hands off the wheel, close my eyes, let me meditate. You like a time bomb, take it away. 30 seconds till you blow up, right in my face. I can't find one good reason to stay. So why do I wait and walk it away? You got me paralyzed. Go away, baby, take my life. 'Cause I don't wanna live if I'm living without you. Suicide love, take me out if you have to. You got me paralyzed. You left your cupcake on my nightstand. Your favorite necklace is my right hand. Yeah, you were never a part of the plan, and it was all before it began. You got me paralyzed. Go away, baby, take my life. 'Cause I don't wanna live if I'm living without you. Suicide love, take me out if you have to. You got me
I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I get drunk, wake up, I'm wasted still. I realize the time that I wasted here. I feel like you can't feel the way I feel. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right here. You can't be right, yeah. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay.
Just to make a nigga mad, yeah. I go all out, tell them hey to sit down. Time for them to learn out. Working for a new car, I can hear the burn out. Yeah, I go all out, I can have a burn out. But say I can't be all the drugs in the field. I was told to rob, the plugs told to steal. If somebody ain't on their way, we gon' kill. I don't remember what happened anyway, I was over the pills for real. Yeah, hater mad, hater really pissed off. Bill dance on their ass, make them pissed off. Yeah, VVS up in my wrist to like some crystal. Or Kelly with these hoes, they be pissed off. They go.
I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay. When I'm away from you, I miss your touch. You're the reason I believe in love. It's been difficult for me to trust. I'ma fuck it up. Ain't no way that I can leave you stranded, 'cause you ain't never left me empty-handed. And you know that I can't live without you. So baby, stay. I'll be fucked up if you can't be right here. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay, yeah. I do the same thing I told you that I never would. I told you I changed, even when I knew I never could. Know that I can't find nobody else as good as you. I need you to stay, need you to stay, yeah. hope you know what you did to me. I'm grateful for what you did for me. You show me that you ain't shit and these bitches is dangerous. Now I do them just how you did to me. And I know you see the pain in my eyes, every secret and lie. Got a reason to cry before I sleep at night. I need my peace of mind. I see you fine, but I'm far from that soul. Now I'ma be savage, but you made it happen. And you made a habit getting down. I wonder what happened. I thought we would last, that we turned into ashes. Burning and crashing. Why can't I get past it? Why can't I get past it? Damn, girl, you changed up the best one. I just feel sorry for my next one. Cause I'ma be selfish. I'm gonna be selfish. And no one can change my mind. No one can help me. Oh, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna be selfish. And no one can change my mind. No one can help me. Oh, I'm gonna be bad, bad, bad. Because I just can't do this again. Don't wanna feel like this again. So she asked to. Now I'm up in LA, I'm with a bitch from the Bay. I'm telling her that I love her, but my feelings are fake. Because I find another and I'll tell her the same. Knowing that I don't mean the thing I say. Savage, but you made it happen, and you made a habit getting down. I wonder what happened. I thought we would last, that we turned into ashes, burning and crashing. Why can't I get past it? Why can't I get past it? Damn, girl, you changed up the best one. I just feel sorry for my next one. Cause I'ma be selfish. I'm gonna be selfish, and no one can change my mind. No one can help me. Oh, I'm gonna be selfish. I'm gonna be selfish. And no one can change my mind. No one can help me. Oh, I'm gonna be.
Hello. So I'm not gonna lie. Tito's still at work, and nobody else responded. Why does that hole feel massive? Nobody else responded. So this low key gonna be a solo podcast for a minute, low key, unless I can get somebody in here. Here, let's see if I can change. Why is it not? Why is it this? Yo, what's up? Hold on. Anonymity Yuki. I'm gonna call you Yuki. What's up, Pepsi? What's going on, y'all? Let's see if I'm trying to. Why is this not? Well, let's switch this to live chat. It's a scuff stream, you know. We're all about the scuff streams in here, so we're just gonna go ahead and put me like this right here real quick. We're just gonna have a black screen of me right here until I hop in and open up the other Discord chat, and then we're just gonna see. We're gonna hit general. We're gonna hit gen chat and be like at here, right? We're gonna hit at here if y'all want to be in for while we wait for fucking Tito to come. What's going on, Cotton? Matt and Susi, Yuki, Pepsi Man. What's going on, y'all? We're getting a rough start. You know, it's a rough start to get back into the motion. But hey, quick little heads up. I've got a lot to talk about. Oh, you can't see it, but I've got a lot. I have a lot written down. And look at that. That looks like a whole ass essay. Look at that shit.
we've got a lot to cover today. Like, there's a lot of juicy shit in here too. We're gonna be today's gonna be a really big one on mental health and shit. All kinds of chaos going on recently that I want to, disclose with y'all. Cause I made the mental note that I don't have to, but I want to put everything that goes on out there, and have it available for anybody who else could be going through similar things. And I've made it a mental note to where I don't want to hide anything in my personal life, so I'm pretty much gonna throw everything out there that kind of happens as it happens. So we're gonna see how that plays out. But let's go ahead and enter this private chat since nobody knows how to respond in general. Yo, Alan, resize. Oh no, I know. I have to do this. Look at this. Transform, then fit to screen. Is that what you're talking about? Is that what you want me to do? This right here? Or are you saying resize the camera itself because of the black bars it has right there? But yeah, so we got a lot to cover. What is that? Oh, okay. I was like, there's an alert going on. I don't even know what it is. But let's see if I well, it's 1920 by 1080, so I mean it is what it is. Now you guys got a super blurred fucking the autofocus. Holy shit. I'm having all kind of burp attacks right now. This is today's stream is fucking scuffed. Oh god. All right. How's that? Is that good? Are we good now? Or is it gonna stop being fucking blurry? Oh, there's Matt. Look at that. There we go. I think Matt's in here now. Yeah. All right. Sick. Let's turn on the video.
All right. Hold up. I don't have mine turned on yet.
Flip this to full cam. There we go. All right. Sick. So now, at least I prefer to talk to at least one other person. So if it's
Yo, what's up, bro? How you doing?
We're out here. We're gonna resize this.
For sure. Am I too quiet?
No. I have you turned up to where I can hear you good enough. We're gonna fix the scuffness of this. Then, if anybody else hops into the Discord, either at Matt because he'll be able to pay attention, or talk in the chat of YouTube and get my attention instead of add on Discord, because quite obviously I can't just minimize the Discord and it'll affect what you guys are seeing. But yeah.
All right.
Oh, good. I made this investment. It was one of the better investments I made, along with the 2 lights I have right here.
Mm-hmm.
And it improved the lighting situation and the camera quality overall. Right now,
it's looking clean.
Well, you can't really see it, Matt, because you see this camera, but you're looking at the stream too. So you get, everyone else gets this camera right here. Which I think the shadow, I hate that I have my camera right here because, let's see. I think the shadow level should be good, right? I don't have shadows in my face or anything.
I'm using my phone as a camera right now.
You're not wrong. I do notice that.
Yeah. So, I don't got, it's not that bad.
It's not. But I feel
got my second COVID shot today.
Oh, sick. We're out here being vaccinated, being responsible people.
Being responsible.
I don't blame you, but I have yet to get one. I don't really want to get one right now. It's not like I'm an anti-vax or anything, and if you want me to be, then I am. If you don't want me to be one, then I'm not. You feel me?
Yeah.
But I just haven't gotten one just because, when I got COVID originally, back in November of last year, I literally only tested positive, or I only went to go get tested because the chick I was with at the time, she tested positive. And you have to go test if the person you're living with, it tests positive. So I was like, all right, screw it. I'll go and get tested, just, better safe than sorry. And since I had no symptoms, I was like, in my head, I'm like, I'm kind of like a goat right now. I don't really need it. I mean, granted, that's wrong, but I'm okay with being wrong. I just don't like the idea of getting a shot and then feeling like shit for a day or two. It's like, I just don't want to feel like shit. I hate being sick, bro. I'm the biggest baby when it comes to being sick. And I don't want to go out of my way to give myself that. I'd rather push the chances of just staying away from COVID in general instead of the off chance that I could get sick from getting a vaccine. Granted,
I will say though that the first vaccine shot, it hurt my arm for like an entire day. Like it was just
Okay.
like completely sore. But then this second shot, I didn't feel it. Like it was super like nothing happened. Like it didn't hurt.
Really?
Yeah, I'm fine. Like
That's wild. Let's see. I'll be back around 6 p.m. Watch y'all. Just wanted to pop in. All right, Weenie, catch you in a minute. Let's see. I remember back in the life
wait,
that
Weenie's
February
back.
2020.
Oh shoot.
Before lockdown, I got super sick, which was so I don't know. I got really fucking sick in December of 2020. And wait, no, not 2020. 2019. It was like January, February 2019 is when I got really fucking sick. All right, is it gonna focus? Hello? Bro, I feel like I keep fucking with. There it goes. I got super sick for like a month or two, and
wait, never mind.
it was like a month of being sick, and then after that month was over, I ended up getting bronchitis like right after for another month. So I was like, we didn't know what it was at the time, so I'm convinced that's what it was, and I'm convinced that's the reason the second time, the actual time I tested positive, I didn't have any symptoms. But then again, like I also didn't lose my sense of smell or taste in the first time I got sick. So I could just be a goat. I could just have a goated body. Let's see. To start off the conversations a little more like, nothing too crazy deep because it hops right into it. I'm not going to lie. These ones hop straight into the juiciness. So,
I mean,
in recent terms, I just got approval for a huge loan on a car that I've been thinking about getting.
Oh,
I've been debating about upgrading my car to a CTS-V, which is a
pull up a
V8.
picture of that.
All right, let me
pull it up on stream. Let me see the editing skills, the live editing.
So it'll be this car. If I were to get it, it would be this one right here. Let me see if that is... All right, let's move my face out of the way. So this is the car that I thought about getting. This one right here. Look how aggressive and mean that looks. Look how clean it looks, all that.
That does look pretty clean.
Actually, I think I can pull up the actual posting because it's not out where I live. So let's see. 2017 CTS-V for sale.
Like, where are you buying it from? Is it like a
Nebraska.
Craigslist kind of thing?
Where I thought about getting it was out in Nebraska.
That's pretty far for a car. Is it worth it?
Yeah, it is. They're crazy.
It looks nice. It really does. Is it electric or like what is it?
No, it's a V8 supercharged.
Oh yeah, it's definitely not no electric.
so it's a V8 supercharged. I want to say 720 to the crank. I think. Let's see. Horsepower. The horsepower behind this one is going to be 640 horsepower.
That's
630 pounds of torque. And basically, its 0 to 60 is probably about 4 seconds.
God dang.
Let's see.
My friend had a Honda Civic that he just juiced up, and it could get barely.
Oh Jesus! So 0 to 60 is 3.7 seconds on this one.
Oh my God.
I gotta go when I got let go when COVID started to suck because I was financially unstable at the moment. That's awful. Hopefully everything is working out for you. COVID was dog shit. It was booty, but fortunately it's starting to. I don't know. It's kind of working up to being back to not as bad, but hopefully everything's going good for you. I hate hearing all the people that actually got affected by it because I was fortunate. I didn't really get affected by it. But in more terms of the car, where did I put the listings? Oh, I pulled them away. All right.
Well, on another topic, have you been playing any games recently?
Hey, hold up. We're still talking about the car, dog. You're hot.
Oh,
that's already on a topic, dog. That's already on. That's on topic. We have one. I'm trying to figure out the posting for sale. Nebraska. Let's just put in Nebraska. Cars, Omaha, Nebraska. Here we go. I think this is. Oh wait, I can get the 2014 for. See, bro, I should not have popped up this website. All right, so this is the car I'm gonna buy, or I thought about buying. I'm not gonna do it. I changed my mind. I'm not gonna do it. It's too much of a commitment and too much of an investment. But so look, I mean, just look at it, bro. Look how aggressive that thing looks and like nice, clean. It's 3 years newer than my car. No, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, 3 years newer than my car. I have the V6 model, which is a V Sport. It's a twin turbo for mine, but this one's a V8 supercharged, 67,000, which is absolutely ridiculous for a car.
Yeah.
Don't take the only thing I could say for my advice on cars, don't fucking buy one. Don't be me. Don't do what I did. Don't get in debt over a car. Don't go buy fucking cars because they're cool or whatnot. I'm just super dumb, and I like the fact that you can go super fast. So that's kind of why I wanted to do it. So
yeah, I'm buying the cheapest car with the best gas mileage.
Sounds like you're getting a Prius, and I would not recommend that. But my other debate was I thought about getting a Tesla as well.
How much are those, by the way?
They're about. So resale is probably anywhere between 40 to 70,000, depending on the year and model.
Oh my god! I mean, that's about the same, but like what you're trying to buy, but that's still expensive for a car.
It's ridiculous.
It is. That's like supercar, like
no,
prices
not really. Nope.
I mean, maybe not.
What do you think of supercars? Like a GTR?
Yeah, something like that.
GTRs are roughly about, depending on where you go, anywhere between 60 to 80 grand, depending on the year, the model, the type, and everything going on with it. I thought about getting a 98 Supra and rebuilding it for about the same price. It would have been lit, but I'm staying away from the car game only because the news that might be getting released soon, just to keep up the tension. The shit that might be happening soon is probably gonna happen. So I don't want to get into more debt over a fucking car. Like, it's not worth it when I'm gonna be changing my situation entirely. So it's just not gonna be worth it.
Are you leaking that today, or
am I what?
Are you gonna talk about that today?
Nope, that can't be disclosed yet.
Okay.
Like, I could talk about it, but the off chance that it doesn't happen, I don't want to speak that into the existence. You know. Okay. I don't want to hype up a situation that doesn't 100% happen.
All right, could we talk about it after stream though? Because I know about it. I just wanted to.
Yeah, that's completely fine. But you know, gaming wise, since you mentioned, have I played any recent games? Yeah. The only recent game I've actually played was Left 4 Dead 4 or 3.
Back 4 Blood.
Back 4 Blood, yeah. Left 4 Dead. What is that? 4, 3, right?
Wait, no, it's Left 4 Dead 2.
No, because there's Left 4 Dead 1, Left 4 Dead 2, and then the biggest joke was 3, right? That was the meme. Was where's Left 4 Dead 3?
There is.
All right, chat. No, hold up, whatever. Chat. Wasn't the biggest meme for like all of eternity is where's Left 4 Dead 3? The biggest rumors, kind of like Half-Life 3.
I mean, yeah, but what was the last game that you'd played?
Back 4 Blood.
Oh.
Yeah, it was It was the most recent game I played.
I can use set up for this.
It's a lot of fun, dog. I'm not gonna lie. Back 4 Blood, I can't wait for it to get released. Like, for those who haven't played it yet, just know.
Like, I didn't get to play the beta.
If you guys grew up with Left 4 Dead, or you played Left 4 Dead and that's your shit, bro, this one is gonna smack different. This one's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be dope.
Yo, real quick, there's a game I wanted to talk about while I was on here.
Yeah.
This beta for this game called Splitgate. Have you played it? It feels exactly like old Halo. It has portals in it, so it has a pretty high skill gap. Like, it's literally like the portals from Portal 1 and 2.
Oh shit! This looks fucking dope.
Dude, I've been playing this game so much. It's out right now? It's in beta right now, but like, there's so much stuff to it. There's already.
I'm gonna open up Steam right now and download it while we're on live.
Dude, play it live. This game is awesome. And like, while we're waiting for some people.
That burp was nuts.
This game is so fired.
I don't doubt that, but I'm not gonna play it right now. Is it on Steam or
Yeah,
what's it on?
It's on Steam, yeah.
Okay, sweet. I'll look into it later. I'll keep the tab open. But in other news, since I like to keep this heavily around like mental health awareness because my life it spans from like life updates, just overall mental health because I feel like it's not talked about enough, and I feel like I have situations that people can learn from, and people have situations I can learn from, and this is like the best way to communicate them back and forth, and just get it out there. Like it's okay to have shit go wrong. It's okay for bad shit to happen. It's okay to feel like you don't know what the fuck's going on. It all these mental health things, like it's 100% normal, and people don't normalize it, and that's where I feel like a lot of the issues in modern day is because like they don't normalize this shit. Like we as a society have not normalized, especially for men, that it's okay to just not know what the fuck's going on, or to be sad, or to just be confused, or feel lost, or heartbroken, or sad, depressed. Like it's all okay. Like it's a normal fluctuation of life. It's just how it works. So with that being the opener of getting into some sad shit, I don't know what order I want to do this, but I've had some sad hours recently of just like overall life stuff I've been thinking about, and I don't know. Let me read these real quick and figure out how to organize it. I guess to start off a little lighthearted. In recent times, like with the whole moving out here and everything, it's been messing with me a lot with the fact that like I miss my boys. I'm not gonna lie, I miss being able to hit up Tito, not Kevin. I mean, I do miss Kevin. But he already left before I even left. I just miss being able to hang out with them, having that opportunity to be like, hey, what you doing? Like we didn't do it often. We didn't kick it often at all. So don't get confused. But just now I can't do it, and now it's even worse because like in the group chat, like every now and then we'll get a what's it called? We'll every now and then we'll be like, oh okay, like hey, let's do this Saturday. Let's meet up, have some food, cook out, hang out, and shout out to the old days. They just recently did that, like I think on Thursday or like last week. Let me check the group chat real quick. I think it was like last week. I don't know. They talk way too much in this group chat. There's no way I'm gonna find it. It was last week. They met up at the boys' house. They all got together, hung out, and I was just like, "Damn, like, I can't do that. It's awful. It fucking sucks.
It
bro.
really does."
And on top of that, it's like me moving out here. I don't have any friends, and I don't go out enough to make any friends. So it's been fucking just. It's been nuts. It's been a very like mind-boggling situation, and just trying to bounce all this shit out and figure it out. Essentially, is just like I get it. It's okay. It's a new move. I haven't been here that long. I still have a hell of opportunity to explore, make friends, do this, that, and I've been busting my ass working all the time. So I don't have time to really like sit here and go out and explore the realm of friends and meeting new people or whatnot. Which it's not too hard, but as an adult, you're like, where the fuck do I start with that? Where does that go?
I mean, I've moved a lot, like from state to state a lot when I was growing up, and even as an adult, I can say that if you can make friends with the people that you are around.
Yeah, no, 100%.
I think you can too. Like if you just.
No, I mean, I know I can. It's just a matter of, like, I mean, look at me. Like, you can't see, but I'm in a fucking basement, my guy. Like, there's no... Where am I going to go? I got a window. I got some spider friends.
I mean, do you, like, actually go out onto, like, a job or something?
No, I work alone.
Oh.
So at work, I'm in the work truck, and I'm not ever doing anything other than being by myself and maybe occasionally talking to people here and there. But I mean, it's so much as it's easy to just, I live right down the street from a bar. Like 2 minutes away is a bar that direction. Or like right down the street is a club. There's a nightclub right down the street. Like I just have to go do it, bro. I just have to go out and fucking do it. And why is it so blurry? And I'm just too lazy. I'm too busy with shit. So I really don't focus on it. It doesn't make me too depressed because it's my fault. Like that portion is my fault. Me not making friends and going out and exploring, that's all my fault. So it's just like, damn, like that kind of sucks.
I mean, I would say to, like, if you force yourself to go to one of these nightclubs or something, you know, wherever, the bar or whatever.
It'll be easy to meet new people. 100%.
It'll just overall improve your mood and, you know, I think everyone's struggling with that right now because COVID hit. And it was just like,
yeah.
We were all like, you know, we were doing things before, but then we were stuck in our houses for so long. We're still, and then you're also moving. I think it was just, you know.
Yeah, everything's stacked on. It was just difficult. But now that I'm like, I've got everything situated now. Now my other cousin moved out, so I can start unpacking a bunch of stuff and actually set the room up. And then we're going to be building up a whole room right here. We're going to be putting a wall right here to separate the basement from the rest of stuff. So it's pretty dope. Like, I'm excited for what's to come. It's a lot of fun. I love doing shit like that, but it's just a matter of just doing it. Drinking on live while pass me through chat. Hey, here you go. Cheers, ladies and gents. Because here we're not boys and girls. We're all grown adults. Coors, if you want to sponsor me, more than welcome. Because when I tell you I am a fan of Coors, look, Coors. This is for you, Coors. Look, you can easily send me like a neon light. I'll put right there, a neon light right there, right? And then I will always keep a box of Coors right fucking there. Forever. I'll keep the Coors right there. And then, you know, when I take a sip, it won't be like the movie style of drinking your soda or whatnot. I'll straight flex it right here. Look. A man's beer. You know, like, look, boom, commercial. Done.
Commercial for Twitch.
Easy, bro. Easy. Like, look at that. It's too perfect. Look, the wall perfectly fits the sign right there. It could be the standard little Coors logo you guys got going on. This right here. You feel me?
I cannot get my camera set up.
Coors. So, you know, hey, that was the plug. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know I'm right here. I'm one phone call away. But in other terms, or on another note, damn, like these jump straight into it, bro.
Yeah.
Oh damn. I don't know how to start these conversations, dog, because these are gonna hit a tough spot. To begin with, on the bottom, I said it's been a tough week. Depression's a bitch. Depression can go fuck itself, 100%. Like, it is what it is. I'm glad that its existence, because it keeps reminding you that you're alive, you know? And it's just been a lot of sad hours of missing friends and dealing with a bunch of bullshit and everything. But on a funny note, since we're going to get slowly into it, bro.
Okay.
I've been on fucking Tinder and Bumble ever since I moved out here, dog. And I've had the worst ego crush for moving out here, dog. It's fucking crazy. Bro, in Vegas, like, even if I didn't pursue it or reach out to the females, I had at least, I don't even know, a few, 5-10 matches a day back in Vegas.
Yeah.
From that range, like 3 to 10 a day, right? Every day. But out here, bro.
How bad is it?
Oh my God, bro. I haven't had one. I haven't had one. I've only matched with dudes and people that are not my type. I want to say it as respectful as possible, because sometimes you just get in a mood where you start swiping right really fast.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it just happens. It's just what happens. And then, bro, it's fucking hilarious. But on top of that, it doesn't really matter, because even if I did match with people and I could show you. Oh, wait, hold on. I got a notification. Wait, I might be capping out my ass right now.
Okay, let's see. Is he going to get a date?
Oh wait. Okay. Okay. I mean, but look. When I tell you, dudes be swiping right on me.
I can't see it. Oh wait, hold on. It's on your stream.
Yeah, this is for
Oh,
you.
yeah.
Dudes be like, this is the potential, like who you could match with, right? There's 5 people in here. I've had it for 2 months. 5 people that I could match with.
Oh my.
It's fucking
God.
hilarious. It's fucking hilarious. Like, it is what it is. But where was I? Oh, so even if I did match with them, I don't really like holding a conversation, and that's where my problem is. Like I'm not like
You're doing
depressed.
well.
I'm not depressed because like I'm alone or anything. Like it is what it is. I'm happy being alone in a sense. Like I don't really have to worry about another person or anything. But it was like, damn, that's like ego crush. It's fucking hilarious. It just puts my head back on my shoulders and makes me want to work harder, work on myself more, focus on, the growth I plan on doing for myself. So it's just kind of nice that I don't have I don't have anybody holding me back from it. And it was just hilarious. I thought it was fucking hilarious that I only had maybe 3 or 4 matches since moving out here. When in comparison to Vegas, it was just I think the other thing is there's not as many people here.
Yeah, that's probably it.
And they're more conservative here, so Tinder's not really like something a lot of people would do out here.
Yeah. Yeah, I can understand that.
Which I think is
I mean,
funny. I'm all for it. I mean,
wouldn't
this is all 100% my fault because I don't go out. So it's just hilarious to me. But yeah, so I just want to throw that out there that like literally I've had maybe 1 match. And I mean, granted, I did not reach out or try to like talk to the person or fucking I won't start a conversation or try to continue it. So I don't even know why I'm on Tinder half the time. I think it's just kind of like when you go on Twitter, you run out of shit to do on Twitter. You go on TikTok, you kind of run out of what you want to do on TikTok. So it's just another thing I can go on and spend endless time just swiping through and just, doing all that. So I think that's why I enjoy it, because it's another thing you can get lost. You can lose time in and track of time and everything. So that's kind of why I do it. I don't really do it because I don't really care to pursue females. Like I've lost a lot of interest in trying to find a significant other. You're not wrong, Becky. He said antisocial much, or she. I don't know if it's a he or she, but you're not wrong. I've gotten a little more antisocial. Granted, like if I'm in public and people talk to me, I'll fucking start a convo. When I drive around, my windows are rolled down. I'm blasting music, jamming out, having a great time. I'll make eye contact with another person. I'll just start jamming out with them. Like I'm not that level antisocial. I just don't wish to pursue anything with females sometimes. Like I just do not want to talk to them. I do not want to hear the bullshit. I do not want to restart those stupid ass conversations. Like it's just like fuck that. And I'm just like literally I wrote on here, I don't like to pursue females anymore. Just done with females. Like fuck it. Like it is what it is. I'm just kind of done, tired of it. And then yeah, I mean, it's just like after you've had so many like failed interactions with females, you just don't really care to pursue it anymore. Like, not to get too deep or make anybody uncomfortable, like dudes, they crave pussy sometimes, and that's the only benefit from it right now about pursuing females. That's literally the only benefit.
Hey, true.
In my mindset, because like I don't really wish to start that random bullshit. I don't like. At this point, it's a matter of just waiting for it to come to me. Like I don't care anymore. I don't know how to describe it other than me saying I just don't want to deal with that bullshit anymore. Females, they suck at communicating things. They fucking play mind games. They think that you don't know shit, but you do know shit. And like relationships are kind of whack, but they're dope. Like here's the thing, I'm kind of in the middle of relationship stuff, right? I fucking love being in a relationship because it's dope to, 1, go home to someone that you connect with, 2, connect with them on like a different level of life, then 3, just have that person there for you whenever you need someone, or be there for someone when you need it. It's like, it's just dope to have that connection and be on the same wavelength. The most important part when it comes to a relationship is if they can't communicate and they don't talk to you, it's not a good relationship. Or If you guys don't have similar interests at all, it's not going to be a good relationship. If you get annoyed by them, all this random bullshit. If you're not willing to budge, like fight shit out, like talk about things, handle it professionally, sit down and actually have a conversation, shit's not gonna work out. Like that's where I'm at. And what I've noticed since all of my past relationships, what I've noticed is I wasn't really in the best state of mind. Like I put a lot of effort in the relationships. I was very good with my communication, a little too good sometimes. And, everything was like pretty decent, right? It wasn't bad. But on the other side of things, I wasn't as open, how I'm open with you guys, how I tell you about my mental health and everything. I wasn't open with that with all of my past relationships. I would sulk and I would just leave shit to myself. I didn't want to put my burden onto another person. But you got to remember, anybody that was like me doing that is when you're in a relationship, don't be afraid to open up. Like, even though it fucking sucks and it might put them away, it might scare them off because of whatever demons you're fighting. But if they're not willing to hold those demons with you and help you battle those demons, they're not the one that you should be with. There is no like true one. The true one that everyone describes is literally a person where you guys are on the same wavelength of things. You guys are willing to understand that, life comes with its bullshit. Life comes with its drama. Life comes with the shit that it gets thrown at you. Life gets sad. It gets happy. It gets dramatic. It gets hard. It gets fucking absolutely difficult. You guys drift away, come back, drift away again, come back. It happens. It's just how life goes on, because while you're dealing with shit, they're also dealing with shit, and you got to be understanding of that, and you got to be willing to deal with their shit on top of your shit, and they've got to be understanding to deal with your shit on top of their shit. And as fucked up as it sounds, it's just how that is. Like, you just got to be able to deal with each other's shit and understand that, there's going to be their hard times. There's going to be great times. There's going to be absolutely awful times where you just want to fucking strangle each other and wake up the next day and it'll be all better. It's like, what I've noticed is, like, because of these dating apps and because of the modern day and everything and how all social media is, too many people are too quick to be like, well, this guy or girl is a fucking dickhead. They're irritating me right now. I could just go over here and find a different one that'll make me feel good in the moment. Like, everyone likes that honeymoon stage where they make you feel good every second of every day for that 2-week short period of time. So they're too quick to drop what they have, go pick up another, drop that one, go pick up another, and it's just like, fuck that. I'm not here to play these games. Like, I'm just not. Like, I as much as I do like having that connection with people, or not people, females, I'll make that known, because I see Beckett vlog said, you coming out of the closet, bro? No, I'm not. All right. Wait a minute. Hold on. I just realized I just called you Beckett vlog, but is that, I gotta open this channel, this fucking real quick. Hold on 1 second. Sorry. How do I go to the YouTube channel? How do I open that up based off the little pin, put user? No. How do I go to page? How do I go to the channel? Well, anyways, are you Skylar? Is that my fucking brother? Did he end up finding this shit, motherfucker? That's funny. But yeah, so the grand scheme of things, fucking females get irritating sometimes. And granted, like, dudes do too. So if there's any females in the chat, I get it. Like, dudes are the same way. They're fucking dumb. But as much as, like, sometimes I really want to be in a relationship and be a hoe and doing all this crazy shit, at the same time, I don't feel like dealing with it, bro. Because there's so much bullshit. You got to sit there and just fucking, just let it happen sometimes. And it's just like, I'm kind of chilling alone right now, and it's not that bad. But this is what I battle with on the inside of my head. And I know I'm not the only dude out there that's like that. It's like, sometimes you want to be in a relationship. Sometimes you're happy alone. Sometimes you want to be in a relationship. Sometimes you just want to talk to a million females at once. Or sometimes you want to talk to nobody. It's just like your brain goes through these like weird little fucking wave paths or whatever the fuck. And it just kind of happens. And it is what it is.
I mean, it's always going to get better. Like,
yeah.
It
will.
It goes through phases.
Yeah.
And eventually, you're gonna get caught in one of those phases, And
I'm not opposed to it. It's just like, damn. Let's see. I'm just checking off the list and make sure I did it again. Then so yeah, I know every dude's like this because I'm not some unique fucking out of the ordinary dude. Everyone goes through these thoughts where it's just like, do I really want to do this again? Especially if you've gotten out of a relationship like me, how I've wasted. And I wouldn't say wasted. I don't think any of my relationships were wasted, even though like some of them ended bad or whatnot. But even though you spent so much time in a relationship and that's what you got comfortable with and used to, and coming out of it, you're just like, fuck that. Like, damn, I don't want to start that again. I don't want the opportunity to get hurt again. What it comes down to isn't, like, 'cause I wrote on here, I don't want to fall in love again, but that's not the case. It's not falling in love that is terrifying or that sounds like it's going to suck or whatnot. It's the fact that it allows too much power for these women or men, whatever you're interested in, the significant other. It gives them too much power to make you feel sad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because when you fall in love or when you catch feelings for someone, you put your heart on the line. You put like your emotional or mental state on the line in hopes that they won't ruin it. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll say like I have gates up and doors blocking like the deepest parts where it doesn't hurt as bad. But no matter what, even if it's just like a friend that you've been talking to for a minute and doing stuff with and it ends, it still kind of fucking hurts. Even if you both were from the start on the same page, had been on the same page the entirety of it, it still kind of hurts when it ends. It's just like, damn, like I'm taking another L. It's just like it stacks on and it just kind of sucks. But one thing you got to realize is like you have to go through that in order to really know what type of person you want to be within your life, what just overall type of person, what you expect in a relationship, and how you want your relationships to be. The only way you can actually know that stuff is by going through it and experiencing it. So it's like you just got to accept the fact that heartbreak is a part of life and it's just going to happen. Even if you're together for 2 months, 3 years, 4 years, 20 years, whatever. If it ends, it's because either both of you or one of you came to the realization that it's not what you want forever, and that's okay. You got to realize that like it happens. People move on. Even if you didn't, people still move on and see a different path in their life, and you've got to learn to be happy with that decision. Because when it comes down to it, if you really love someone and you really cherish everything about them and they lose feelings or they see their life going in a different path, the number one thing you have to do, no matter how bad it hurts, is support them to that decision. Have a sit down, communicate, talk about it, make sure it's not like, something that just thinking about that sets off like some triggers for them. But if it's wholeheartedly 100% what they want to do, all you need to do is support that decision. Tell them that it's okay, that you cherished everything you had with them and it was fun while it lasted, but you want them to be happy. Because if you try to force them to stay or you try to force things to prolong and you're just refusing to break up or you just refuse this and don't allow it, you're going to have a worse experience than you will if you just let go. Don't be afraid to let go. Don't be afraid to realize that life isn't permanent and everything in it isn't here forever. You got to be willing to get into these relationships. It could be friends too. It doesn't have to just be a sexual relationship. It could be a platonic relationship as well. You got to go into these relationships and these friendships and these bonds you form with the understanding that, at some point in time, you don't want to think about it too much because you'll get depressed, but you got to accept the fact that at some point in time, you might not ever talk to that person again. And the second you can get your mindset like that and make that realization that life just fucking happens like that, it'll help you out a lot more because it puts your mind at ease, because so many people get caught up in like the what ifs. What if I did this? What if I changed this? It's like, no, like you are you at the end of the day. You shouldn't think about, if I did this, this could have happened. Or what if this happened? This could have changed. Like, no, at the end of the day, you did what you thought was best for you to do. Like there's always room for growth, but you should never change yourself for someone else. You should always change the parts of yourself that you know the growth is needed. Where like it could be being dirty, like picking up after yourself, or being more joyful, or being less negative, or like little things here and there that can change. But your overall personality and the overall who you are as a person should not change. And sometimes who you are as a person doesn't connect or vibe with the same way that person is. And it's okay to understand that. It's okay for that to happen. It's life. It's how we experience things. And it's the only way to learn. It's just how it works.
Oh, man. My arm's actually getting a little bit sore from the COVID shot.
Damn, that's funny. That's awful.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. Like, oh, man. I don't know. I got some stuff that I wanted to talk about if you're down.
Shoot it at me.
Well, I'm going to a tech school instead of a college, which focuses
Okay.
more on like I wanted to do work on computers, and I'm really into computers and stuff.
Yeah.
So building them, fixing them, upgrading them, whatever, I can do that.
Yeah.
And
I
I
support
went
that.
into this class thinking, okay, I'm going to learn a lot about computers and stuff, but it's been like construction, and the job that they're trying to get me into is like pulling wires through walls, and I'm like, I want to work on the actual computers.
I think you signed up for the wrong class. You signed up for hold on.
I signed up for computer. It's called computer electronics, and I just
because usually that's like HVAC, or that's electricians work, or that would be like your communication service techs and stuff like that is what you're going to school for, which is the hardwire behind it. You want to go for firmware and hardware of computers and stuff, huh? Like software.
Yeah, like, I mean, but the thing is, I don't live in like a densely populated area where that's necessary, but I want to be able to learn the stuff here that I wanted to learn, because I'm probably gonna move. Like, I don't know if I want to stay where
You
I'm
never
at.
know. I mean, shit, how old are you again?
So, I'm 18, so
Bro, so just remember, when I was 18, I would have never thought I, one, had the job I have, two, live in Colorado. So it's like, don't get too caught up on like what is down in the future. Just kind of do what like right now is what you want. You know what I mean? So like, don't even worry about the chance that you might move out of your house or whatnot, because too many people get caught up in like oh, I need to go to school for this. This is the exact job I want. This is the exact place I want to live. You know what I mean? Don't set goals like that for yourself.
I think what I want to do is I want, like, even though I'm not necessarily learning the stuff, I'm getting certificates that'll actually like help me with the jobs that I do want, but he's not really teaching it. He's putting the portion that I want to actually learn into like online, like,
which I'm not going to lie, for some stuff when it comes to like computer tech and stuff like that, it doesn't really need to be in person. But I wouldn't say drop the classes, like the stuff you're learning, because you might not realize it right now, but learning how wires are fished through houses and how the whole, like, I don't know what else you're learning, but electrician shit, if like learning that is really dope, because like you might not realize it, but eventually you're going to want to know that stuff. So if you learn it now, you get certified on it right now, you can just get it out of the way while you're learning what you want to pursue. Because it might be one of those classes where they like give you the general knowledge of like shit. Oh, sorry, excuse me. They give you a general knowledge of like shit behind everything. Like the inner workings of the wires, or the inside of these walls of the houses and everything. And then it comes down to like the next one is like how it all ties into, let's see, like, why can't I think of it? Like, what are those cabinets called? Where all the communications goes and meets, and server rooms. So then it goes into like server rooms, and then it goes to connect on how the computers react to or contact server rooms, and then it goes into the hardware of the computers, and then it goes into the software of the computers, and then it might be one of those classes that kind of does that. Some classes do that.
Maybe, but like he did say that I was gonna get more into computers, like chapter 6 of our book. Okay, it's like
Okay.
12 chapters, but he was like, "Okay, we're gonna talk more about computers pretty soon," and then six more chapters go by. We're on the 4th chapter of the next book, and I've skimmed the rest. All still construction.
Which I'm not gonna lie, you might not be too happy about it, but I'd say stick through it. Cause how long is the course like that you're doing for the certificates?
It's 20 months, and the reason I was like, I could go to like UT. Well, that shows what state I am, but I could go to UT, and then I have a thing called Tennessee Promise. That just doxed me again. That literally pays for my college, and I wanted to do something.
Okay.
But I didn't. It didn't cover like most of the really expensive stuff.
So the one advice I'll give you when it comes to college or schooling is don't do it unless you know that's what you want to do. Because the off chance that you have to pay for the schooling, it's not going to be worth it if you don't pursue that actual course. Because too many people go to college or go to certain classes or whatever and just do it just to do it. Whereas like you kind of have an idea of what you want to do and what makes you brings you joy and is fun. So I say pursue that. Pursue that passion you have and never lose that passion. Don't let anything take that passion from you. Because you have interest in something, don't let somebody else or anything else take that away, because you got to cherish that. Like me, there's been points in time where I felt lost because I don't know what the fuck I want to do. But now from doing these streams and everything, I really do want to pursue the social media world while I'm working the job I have now. Because like I found that like I enjoy like one-on-one conversations with people, or just putting my story out there for people to learn from, or like however it might work. I enjoy this. It's a lot of fun to me. So don't lose your passions. Don't lose it. Like I was lost for years. Don't lose it. Make sure you stay committed to what you want. And in the entirety of it, stay true to yourself. That's all. That's my biggest advice when it comes to longevity and everything, because it's difficult.
So I had a bit of a question about the stream.
Yeah.
So besides these interviews or just like these
Podcast.
like
It's a podcast.
Yeah, the podcast. Is there anything else you're going to be doing on the YouTube?
Yeah, so well, now that I'm like, situated in here and like got everything set up. So the future goals for just the Tito and Alan stuff is heavily streams and podcasts. That's what we're mainly going to be behind. I have a lot of not a lot. I mean, I hope. I got a guy working on some clips, Rose Kami, my boy. It's not a guy, it's my boy. I got my boy working on some clips. If y'all want to clip these and send me videos of like the clips or whatever, I'll pay you for them 100%. It's not going to be one of those random stupid shits where like, oh, you send me the link through an email and I upload it and I don't pay you. 100% you will be getting paid for the work done. I just can't guarantee it'll be a lot of money. It'll be like, I'd say like $20 for like a few, like 1 or 2 videos, depending on how long they are or whatnot. I would say rough estimate $20 for it. I feel like might be pretty decent, depending on edit work and all kinds of crazy shit. So there's a fine line. I'm willing to pay more for harder work. I believe in hard work. If anybody out there wants to make a couple extra bucks or whatever, and you want to clip videos for me, I'll pay. Hit the DMs, hit our business email, all that. Like, I'll pay. No hesitation. I have no bad thing to pay. Even if I don't use the video, if you put the work in it, it's a good video, I'll pay. So back to what we were talking about. So now that I got like some stuff situated, I got my Star Wars. You can't see it, but I got the Star Wars stuff up. Got my helmet right here, for good aesthetic in the background. I plan on bringing my personal Twitch back for like the gaming, the just random like reacting videos, just all the fun goofy shit I used to do. I'm gonna bring that back, but the Tito and Alan stuff is most likely gonna stick to just being podcast for a while.
Okay. I was just wondering, seeing like what other content would appear on the channel.
Yeah, so this channel, it's mainly gonna be just clips of like important conversations I have, like with you or anybody else, then I am going to be making a Twitch for this channel. That way we can stream on both platforms and explore all of our potential chances of growth. And then I just want to grow this as big as possible. That way I can look at Logan Paul and be like, hey, dog, you thought you had the #1 podcast in the world? Like, nah, it's me. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Because I heavily want, I want to be the dude that made it even more relevant to talk about mental health and just talk to your boys about shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I want to be that guy. I want to be known as that dude. And I have no problem starting at the bottom. You know, I have no problem starting from the ground and climbing out of the trench. Because I'm very passionate about this. Even if it doesn't blow up, I'm still going to do this, and I'm committed to this because this actually, one, it takes a lot of stress off of me, and I get to put all my shit out there because it's really good to talk. Oh, my God, I can't stop burping.
Yeah. What? Oh, is it because of the cores?
It's beer. Beer in general makes me burp a lot. But, yeah, I mean, like, this is what I enjoy. So regardless if it gets 1 million views or 2 views or 0 views, I'm still going to be doing this because, one, it frees me from all the shit I'm holding on the inside of me. And I feel like it shows you guys that it's okay to talk about this shit. It's okay. Like, you should not feel embarrassed for being depressed or sad. You should not feel ashamed for where your life's going. It's important to talk about things because it's the only way you learn and the only way you grow. So there should be no shame or anything. Like, bro, I've been down bad. I've had my bad moments, and I've told you guys my bad moments. There's no shame in it. But that's the essential, like, what's going on with the channel is what I plan on doing.
So where's Tito?
He's at work, so I'm waiting for his bitch ass to get home so he can hop in. In a perfect world, this will be a better scheduled thing where Tito can be in here too. But right now, I couldn't do tomorrow. We're thinking about switching to Saturdays, but right now I work every fucking Saturday there is, and I'm working this Sunday too. So I'm just gonna keep it on Friday.
I mean, it's fine to change the schedule up a little bit whenever work comes up, but
yeah,
if you keep it consistent, a lot of people will tune in, I think.
Bro, so now that we're talking about down bad moments, look, guys, I'm about to get real vulnerable with you guys. Not vulnerable, but I'm about to tell you guys some, like, real down bad moment. Like, dog, like, when I tell you your boy has been down bad recently, like, I'm not as in my feelings about this, but I'm just like, fuck, another L. So I wrote down, it says, tell the boys the recent female situation since I need to be honest with you guys. So, there's been a recent situation. When I moved out here, I met this female. And we were talking for a minute. We would hang out quite literally every fucking day for about 2 months. Ever since I moved out here. Day 1 to, like, this week. It literally happened this week. So, from the first day I moved out here to, like, the Monday. I'll say Monday because I don't remember what it was. And fucking, pretty much, yeah, it was, Proxy, it was the snap shit I told you. So, pretty much, we were talking, we were like, I was vibing, I wasn't trying to leap into a relationship, and we discussed this, we were open, communicated it, we were really good on communication, talking about shit, we'd go do random hikes, hang out 24/7, do this, that, boom, 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 and then, your boy, the second you feel like shit's going good, even though, like, I didn't want to hop into a relationship, I kind of vibed with what was going on. I was chilling with it. It was dope. It was dope to, after work, after kicking it with people or, like, doing whatever you're doing, you go kick it with someone, get your blue balls out of the way, hang out, talk about things, fucking, just share your day with someone. Your boy thought that was dope, right? I was like, yo, this isn't that bad. Like, yo, I'm chilling, right? Right? Your boy was chilling. But y'all ever know what it's like to be put up onto a list of, like, who do I choose? Bro. So, you know, we're vibing. We're obviously not trying to hop in a relationship. We're both on the same wavelength, right? We're both like, hey, you're fucking with it like this. I'm fucking with it like this. I'm okay with this happening just the way it is. We're chilling. And I'm okay with that. We don't have to commit to each other. We don't have to dive deep into each other's problems. But we're there when you need each other. You know what I mean? Like, we're going to be there for each other when we're open about it and we're okay with it. But the responsibility isn't there because we're not in a relationship. And I was vibing with that. I was like, yo, that's pretty fucking dope. Then some other dude decided, hey, yo, ma. So I know we stopped talking, but like everything I told you in the past wasn't true and I'm still feeling for you. And I was just, and then, so she told me about this person in her life that she encountered in which she was talking to for about 6-7 months, maybe a little longer. And she had a very overabundance of feelings for this person and vice versa. They felt for each other heavily, and I'll say they're in love, right? Which is completely okay. But he did some shit happened. They stopped talking for a minute because, you know, just life happens like that. She started talking to me. We started vibing. And then he's like, yo, guess what? Boom. And then she's like, oh, fuck. Like, damn. And that's going to, you know, fuck with her mentally. She's now stuck in this point in place where she's like, the dude I'm talking to right now is really fucking dope. Like, we're not that deeply connected, like, feelings-wise, like that heavy like that, like how she was with him. And she's like, but damn, this dude, like, he just accidentally reawoken all these feelings that I have. And I don't know what the fuck to do, right? That's her mind. That's where she's at, right? That's where she was stuck in. And she was stuck like that for a month. I'll say a month. And it was noticeable. I caught on day one. I was like, damn, boom. The second it happened, you can tell there was that little switch. And I was like, there's another dude involved. And I was like, all right, it is what it is. I'm not in a relationship with her. She's not in a relationship with me. We're just vibing, right? I was okay with that. But then she got super fucking distant. You know, we stopped hanging out. We stopped talking as much. And then she was like, yeah, we need to talk. And I was like, yeah, I kind of figured, like, we'll just get this out of the way. And long story short, because I don't want to put all that information out there because it's not my information. But long story short, your boy took an L to another dude, bro.
Same.
Granted, I completely understand the situation and we talked about it. So if you're watching this, no hard feelings. It sucks. I'm not going to lie. That shit fucked with me mentally a little bit. As I told you, but you know, it's not your fault. You're following your heart. I respect that, and I love that for you, and I hope everything works out great for you. But on the other note, for my boys, what the fuck? Like, bro, fuck, bruh. Like, damn, your boy really, like, I started going to the gym, started looking good, started looking clean, had, like, available female for attention. It wasn't for attention. There was some feelings there. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, my boys. There was feelings there. There was a development of a creation there, but you know, you keep the gate on the heart. You don't let her dive too deep into it. You don't let her like leap into your heart and fucking steal it from you, because then that's how you get hurt. But on another note, your boy was like, damn, like what sucks about the situation is I completely understand it. Like, I can't be mad about it and I can't be upset about the situation, because when you fall in love with someone and then like just shit happens to where you guys can't talk anymore and it just like makes you guys sad or whatever, and you go through that moment, that little grace period, and you start talking to someone else that you don't have as much feelings for, and then this person comes back, you're automatically going to be latched onto this person. And it's just how that happens, because you have a deep found love for this person. So you don't know how to break it off to this person. But if you guys are ever caught in that situation where you're doing this to a dude like me, just be honest with them. However they react, just tell them like, hey, I hate to do this to you, but somebody that was really big in my life came back, and don't be afraid of it. Don't be scared to bring that conversation up, because if they don't handle it like a mature human being, they need to get the fuck out of your life regardless of if you made the wrong decision of anything. If they react immaturely, start talking shit, start getting mad, they're immature. That's their fucking problem. That's not your problem. You move the fuck on. Choose the person you follow your heart. In life, everybody follow your fucking heart because it does not matter. Like, for example, her hurting my feelings right now doesn't fucking matter because guess what? Like, I'm already over it. And 2, in a year from now, it doesn't fucking matter. So if you have to hurt someone to follow your heart and pursue what you want in life, it's okay. You're going to have to do it. Just grow the fuck up, mature about it, and do it. Like she did. I mean, she took a little longer than she should have, but I can't be mad at that. You know, she was still trying to figure out how to do it, all that fun shit. It's just how it happens. I'm not mad about the situation. I'm just like, damn, bruh, fuck. Like, that's my reaction on the inside. It's just like, This is how I feel on the inside right now. This is literally, visually, this is how I feel. Look at me. Look.
Yeah.
When normally I'd be like this, but right now I'm just like, fuck.
Yo, actually, I just got hit up by someone. I'm gonna have to get off here, bro.
No
sorry I
worries.
didn't say much, but
I mean,
definitely
I'd
be
still
tuning
enjoy
in.
that people are here.
I'll definitely be tuning in a lot more.
For sure.
All right, see you, bro.
All right, then catch you later. You guys are about to see the whole. All right. How do I go to just this? I'm not trying to get exposed like that. All right. We're going to go full screen. We're just going to see what's going on here. Don't read my Discord. Hold on. I just realized I can close this off. What am I doing? Real quick. At here. I'm going to just send that in there so they know I'm here. Throw on the video. And then full screen. And then your boy can turn that back on and just put it right there. Boom. All right. So, could have been sooner, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, so, like, yeah. That's the most recent situation when it comes to females, and that's the reason I'm just kind of done. I mean, I was done trying to talk to females since I started talking to her. Just for the, like, every now and then I'll meet someone that we're like, we connect right off the bat, and like we're like in a friendly manner, we could just fucking, you know, go off each other's conversations, and it's not like I'm dreading the conversation. A lot of times I dread talking to people, and it's just like, fuck, like I don't want to keep doing this. Love you too, dog. I'm not gonna read the full name of that dog because I'm not getting fucking fooled like that, but love you too, all right? Love all y'all. But yeah, so it's like, don't be afraid to bring shit up like that to people. Like, even if it has to hurt someone, don't be afraid to hurt someone. It's just how it happens. It just has to happen. Like I said, I hold no harsh feelings. I'm just like, fuck, your boy can't catch a break sometimes, dog. Like, shit. But, hey, I'm not gonna lie. I've been in that situation. It's tough. It's hard. It's a hard call. It's very tough. And that's why I'm like, you know, hey, I told her in person, I was like, look, I want you to follow your heart. That's all I care about. As long as you know you're making the conscious decision of what you want to do, I'm not going to be as upset about it. You know, like, I'm going to be sad because in my brain, mentally, I'm going to start thinking, am I not good enough? Did I not do this good enough? Did it because I'm more of an evaluator. I like to, you know, check and see where I could have fucked up, where I could have went wrong or whatnot. But this situation is not my fault. Like, I literally, like, it wasn't like, oh, did I not do this? Blah, blah, blah. What if, like, there's nothing I could have done where this situation would have been different. You know what I mean? Because she already had such deep feelings for this person who got re-brought into her life. And they didn't have like a big fuck you type breakup or split. It's like, I can't be mad at that because it wasn't supposed to happen. So it's like, she got stuck in a shitty situation where she felt bad, which I get because, you know, it's not like she didn't catch feelings either. So it was like weird. That's where the weird line was. So it's like, if you guys get caught in that situation where you're playing someone like that, I got played. I wouldn't say played, but the situation that happened to me, you're on the end where you have to choose someone, just fucking do it. Don't prolong it. Communicate it. Get it done right off the get-go. The second the questions are there, just get it off your chest because, one, it's going to give you like a ridiculous amount of anxiety. You're gonna stress out about it. You're gonna freak out about it. You're gonna overplay situations in your head. The best way to know how someone's gonna react to something is to just fucking do it. If you do it and you get it out of the way, guess what? There is no getting in your own head. There is no like getting caught up in your own feelings or whatever. Like, even if you'll feel sad about choosing a side or making somebody else sad that you cared about for a little bit. You will. But that's the way life works. Like, you have to do that. You have to. Now, I would have been a lot more upset and handled the situation differently if she played it along for like a month, 2 months without me catching on. But I'm super sick with it. I have supersonic, like, sick ass, what's it called? Gut feeling. Like, I can sense shit right off the get-go. So I was like, all right, I get it. I'll just wait for her to talk about it because I don't really care. Like, I'm not going to pressure someone who's not used to being open about this stuff and hasn't had the greatest past with situations like this. So I'm not going to pressure anybody to doing that. Because if you're in my situation, you're not allowed to ask the question, is there another dude involved? You're not allowed to ask those questions. You have to try to be like, hey, are you all right? Like, it looks like something's on your mind. You got to, like, open the door, right? You gotta crack the door open a little bit. Like a little crack, right? You can't just fucking yeet that bitch open. You ever played with, like, that putty or Laffy Taffy? You pull it slow and it stretches out softly. Or when you pull it fast, it fucking snaps. You can't fucking pull and tear open something fast. You can't rip that bitch. You gotta stretch it out. You gotta open it and soothe the door open. You sit there and be like, hey, you all right? Like, what's on your mind? You look like you got something on your mind. Then they start getting in their own head, like, I really should just bring this up. Like, I just need to, talk about this. I need to bring this up. Like, I don't know how to do it. But, like, it opens the thought for them. It helps them guide it into, opening that door up. You can't force it on them because, one, that's going to give them more anxiety. It's going to freak them out, and it's going to push them away. You don't want to scare people off. You don't want to also get played in the long run, right? Like, you don't want to get your heart played with or anything like that. So you just got to find that balance, that equilibrium of just how to get shit out. It's hard, but hey, it's just kind of how you have to do it because you got to still be respectful to it. But the number one thing is you also have to be honest about everything. If you're falling in love with someone, like deeply crazy for them, and they're giving you mixed signals, that's when you sit down and you're like, hey, I want you to know I'm catching feelings, like, deeply. I need to know what we're doing, right? You have to start with that conversation. Like, hey, I hate to be the dude or the girl. I hate to be this person, but it's fucking with me. What the fuck are we doing? Like, just ask it like that and it'll go easy. Don't be afraid to do it, though. Just fucking do it. Anxiety's a bitch. Ignore that motherfucker. Anxiety can just go shove it up its butt because it takes a situation and makes it 10 million times worse to what it really is. It's really not that bad. So it's like, just, open up about things. Be honest. You have to, one, be 100% honest to yourself, then be honest to everyone else. Then I wrote down on here, the one that got away. I have no problem being the one that got away. Like, this situation, I hope it goes great for him. I hope everything works out. I hope I hope nothing bad happens, right? Because I don't wish that on people. But at the same time, I have no problem being the one that got away. No problem. Because I'm not going to lie. Ego aside, right? Because I know self-worth, then an overabundance of ego is different. But I know I'm a great dude. I know I'm a great person to be with because I'm very caring and all this. Like, I fucking know who I am as a person. So I know it's a loss for anybody in my past. Like, I might not have been perfect, but the way I am, you won't get from a lot of people. And I cherish that because, like, I'm honest, I'm blunt, I'm straightforward, I'm kind, I'm sweet. I've had my past situations back and forth. It's been a little bit of a mission. But nowadays, it's a lot better. And I know my self-worth. And I know I'm up there on the rankings of if I were to be ranked, I know I'm top 3 out of all my exes. Top 3. If not number 1, top 3, 100%. Yo, look who it is. I forgot. I should have saved this entire conversation for you, bro. You missed it.
What is it?
Long story short, you remember that chick I was talking to?
Yes.
Broken off. It's done. We're no longer in communication with each other.
Let's go.
Because your boy took an L to another dude, bro. It's awful, bro.
We talked about this on stream before.
No, not this one.
Wait,
This
it's
is
a
just
different
happened.
guy?
No, this is just what happened.
Yo, you cut it off on Discord, though. You gotta fix that.
What do you mean?
Well, I don't know if it was just that one time, but you got loud,
It might have been. I have
And
no
it
idea.
went- and then it went.
But no, yeah. So that's basically what I just told them was all that. We can replay, or I can talk to you in private about it because I can tell you. I can tell you more than I can tell them, just out of respect. Let's see what else is on here. To go back to the depressing shit, even though Tito's over here flexing his belly. The next one is I wrote grandma and my kids. So it's come to realization that I don't know how I'm going to react to losing my grandmother. And for those
Dude,
of you,
I don't know. I
hold
don't
on,
know
for,
either.
for those of you who don't know, I cherish my grandma like she is God herself. I cherish my grandma like she is the king of all nations or the queen of all nations, and everybody needs to bow down to her. I hold my grandma on such a high fucking pedestal because think about it this way. The easiest description of her, all of her life, she helped take care of her 6 siblings with her parents. She got married, had 3 kids, raised them. While she was raising them, she took care of her sister, her 2 sisters. I think she helped out here and there. She let her mom and dad live with her at some point in time while taking care of her daughter, her daughter's kids, her son-in-law, and let's see, her son. The other son moved out, so it was let's just label how many people were in the house, right? At one point in time, for a long time, it was her, my grandfather, her mom, her dad, her sister, her daughter, her daughter's 2 kids. Who else was there? My dad, her son, then I think there was like another person. We'll say 10 to 12 people living under the same roof of a 3-bedroom house. On top of that, she would cook everybody their meals. She would cook the whole house's food, breakfast, lunch, dinner. She cleaned all the dishes. She cleaned the house. She went to work at the mess hall on base. She did babysitting jobs at the on base. It was like the babysitting clinic. She worked that job. And on top of that, worked another job. She worked 3 jobs while taking care of the house, while taking care of 12 people. And then the second my grandfather retired and got home, and the second she had everybody moved out, her parents unfortunately passed away. It's tragic, but that happened. Her sisters went back to Texas. Everybody moved out. It was her, my grandfather. She decided she would take my mom and my dad back in with my sister and me. Then when my dad left, he ditched out, left to Colorado when I was 2. I never met him until I was 16. Then my mom went back to live with her dad because that happened. Then my grandma, when I was age of 4, my grandma made the conscious decision to take me and my sister and adopt us. Well, not adopt, but it was legal guardianship, and take all rights away from my parents and take us and raise us. When she could have been free. She could have been freed from all the stress, all the overworking, all this chaos, and finally had a break. The second she finally had that break, she decided to raise me. And then my sister went and moved in with our dad, and she raised me and focused on just me. And then she took how do I point at them? She took Tito, Guillermo, Kevin, Jonathan, Edwin, Salim, Nathaniel, Andreas, Renee, all of our friends, our friend group. She had all of us come over every almost like 3 times a week, feed us, give us
Every day
shit
for
to
a while.
It was every day for a while until she got tired. But she would clean up after us. She would cook for us. She would do this woman is absolutely amazing, bro. She is.
Dude, she did what I did for free.
Oh God.
That's what I do for free.
taking care of people. She literally took care of us. And when I say she took care of us, I'm talking like Tito's family recognized her as Tito's grandma.
That's my grandma.
Like Guillermo, they recognized my grandma as like, oh, that's just grandma. Like that's now family because the way she took care of everybody. There was points in time where like, because Tito, for example, had 3 brothers that she had to take, his mom had to take care of, and then all that fun stuff, and she had to pay the bills and cook and clean for them. Sometimes there were certain things that he wanted that she couldn't buy. My grandma would do that. My grandma would fit it within finances and make it so she can buy the boys like a sweatshirt, some clothes, rent. So we all had matching shoes at one point just because she made it work. Like we didn't have an unlimited amount of money, but she just made it work. She took away from herself. She never once bought one single fucking thing for herself. I'm talking she wore the same clothes for fucking years.
I ain't never seen them wear none different. I honestly have not. Like, and that's not even a joke. I'm trying to think. I've seen Mary in the same clothes.
Like, she very much could have spent a lot of money on herself. She went out of her way to make sure she didn't, bro. When I tell you I hold my grandma on the biggest fucking pedestal, I'm talking like, take the biggest building in the world and put my grandma on top of it. Like a fat-ass mural on top of it made out of gold. And that's not enough to show how much she mattered and how great of a person she is. Absolutely nuts. Oh, and on top of taking care of all of us, she would send money to my 2 brothers because my dad couldn't help them. She would help my sister in Texas. She would help my dad when he needed it. She would help her sisters. Even when she didn't need to, she would still make it all fucking work. And I don't know how she did it, bro. I do not understand. With the amount of money we made every month, I don't know how she financially made any of this possible. She is an absolute fucking god.
I second this.
Absolutely nuts. It's nuts. So, with that being said, like, granted, I know I lost my mom and my grandfather, and those were 2 of the hardest things in my life, but I do not know how this entire situation would occur or how I will handle this situation I want to say if, but when it happens, because realistically, everybody at one point in time has a due date. Everybody has one thing guaranteed in life is life and death. Both of those are guaranteed with life. You're going to be born one day and you're going to die one day. And that's just how that works. And I don't know how I'm going to react for the day that it actually happens.
You know, I've asked myself the same question about you specifically. I remember thinking to myself, just like, what's next? Like, how is this going to go down?
I don't want to think about it.
I really don't know.
I don't. Like, I want to talk about it because it's something that I think about all the time. But I don't want to make that realization that it's going to happen. I want my grandma to live forever. Then the biggest depression about it is because of how my life is going with like relationships and everything. I'm scared that my grandmother will never meet my child. I'm terrified that the woman I end up marrying and spending the rest of my life with will never have the opportunity of meeting such an amazing woman as my grandma. I'm terrified of the fact that my grandma won't be at my wedding. I'm terrified that I won't be able to call my grandma and give her the news that I'm having a kid, or that I proposed to someone, or that I've now found another person. And like the biggest thing that I don't do is I don't like telling my grandma my dating situations because of how sad she gets so attached to the women of my past. She gets so happy for me that when we break up, it's like her heart breaks too. And I can't do that to my grandma again. After 3 fucking times, I can't keep letting her get heartbroken with me. Then it's just, I truly just don't want to think about it, but I know it's important to realize it now. I know it's important to talk about it because if I hide it away and I push it away, it's going to hurt more when it happens. And it's just the realization that it's going to happen. It's just like, fuck, bro. Like, fuck. What am I going to do? Like, I go to her for everything. Like, when I got this tattoo, I told my grandma, like, I've been thinking about this for 6 months. I don't know if I should do it, this and that. She was against tattoos, but she was like, look, like, hey, just whatever you decide to do, make sure it's something you won't regret. And she fucking loves this tattoo. She is obsessed with this tattoo because of the meaning behind it. And she helped me make that decision. They're like, that's not that bad of a decision to, go and do that. or even when it comes like I don't know if I want to marry a person or I don't know how relationships work. She helped me figure out how to finance things or like how to sit down and really calculate how to pay bills. She's like, I mean, granted, all parents will, but she was literally like, I have my mom, right? She'll always be my mom, but my grandmother is literally my mom. She raised me.
Your mom, dad, everything.
She taught me right from wrong. She taught me how to be goofy. She taught me how to like just take life lightheartedly. Like she was the one that taught me not to take life so serious, because you're like it's too easy to get caught up in the random bullshit. She's the reason that like, you know, she's like, you got to find the joy in everything bad. She's the reason that I can find like comedy out of the worst shit ever, or how you can make jokes about things, because the laughter you share with that, it like creates a different bond when you can joke about things. When we reflect on my grandfather and we like to talk shit about how he used to be when he was alive, because it's fun to like remember the funny shit that happened, right? Like he would forget things, or like when we would sit down at the table, he would be like, "Oh, have you seen Alan?" And I'm like, "I am Alan." And he was like, "No, the other Alan, the younger one." I'm like, "No, that was me. I'm just older now." And he was like, "Whoa, that's crazy." It's just like remembering it like that, where you can make jokes out of it, talk about it, laugh about it, and it just shows that like she taught me that that's the easiest way to accept things, that like life is a big fucking like ball of just crazy chaos.
Hey, go Mickey. Whoa, why does the camera look extra good today? I don't know if you noticed it.
But yeah, mine?
Where is that?
Oh, his.
Oh no, it's super
My
nice.
camera doesn't look good.
It does. Oh, there's the
No,
light.
it doesn't. Now it looks
Yeah,
better. Look.
I thought it looked good without it. On God.
Dude, it looks better without it.
I don't know. It's like a 50-50. It's a toss-up.
I need this if it's like, you know.
Let's see.
It'll be
Sparrow said, "Bro, my grandpa passed in March, and the shit came out of bro. It's insane how death can just happen." So Sparrow, like I've said I've preached in the past, like death is unexpected, and it's just wild. You never know how you're gonna react to things, and it's just kind of shitty to think about. But it's important to make the realization, and subconsciously know that you don't look at the death of things. You look at the life they lived, not the death that happened. Because it's so easy to get caught up in the fact that you will no longer have them, and what happened in their death. It's so small. Look at that. You see how small that is compared to this? Look at the comparison. The death is so much smaller than the entirety of their life, and it's just so easy to get caught up into the sadness of it. So instead of being sad that they passed, be happy that they lived. You know what I mean? That's what helped me with my grandfather's death.
Free.
That's what helped me with my grandfather's death, because
it's like so one of those things, like, is when you go through a journey or something, it's like don't be upset that it ended. Be happy that you managed to.
You survived it. You experienced it. You learned it. Like it, and that's regardless of any religious belief. You can be the heaviest religious person or not religious at all. You can believe there's a black void at the end of death, or you go to heaven. Regardless of your beliefs, cherish the people that have lived their lives and like what they did in their life instead of the death. Don't worry about what comes after. Don't get caught up on like the what ifs and everything like that. Just cherish the moments you had, and then find the good in all the bad. That's all you can do. I can't say that I will be able to stand true to that and hold that to the same authority of my grandma, because I don't truly know how I'm gonna react to that. I really don't. It's gonna.
I think a volcano will erupt. I honestly
Like,
don't.
What do you mean the volcano is going to erupt?
Hopefully, I'll still be doing streams by then, and I'll be able to go through this moment together, and we can get through it as a team and as a family. Hopefully, I'll have you guys there as a family, because I'm not lying. Like, not to make this too sad, but like, I'm gonna be lost. I know I am, because I don't even want to think about it, dog. I just don't know how I'm gonna react to that, and it's gonna suck. But you know, all I can do is cherish every moment I have with her today. I try to go and visit as often as I can, because life just happens. Like, you can't control it. You can't decide what happens in your life. Like, I've had bad situations with my father. My mom passed away. My grandfather passed away. I got cheated on. I've had fucking countless L's in relationships. I can't control any of that, so I don't get caught up in it. I don't get stuck on it. Like, mentally, it wears on me. It's still in the background. It still has effects on me. But overall life, I know I got to keep stepping forward, and I know I got to continue growth, because you got to remind yourself that life happens and you can't control anything other than your life. As in, like, what you do, who you are, how you react to people. You can't control any outside force other than who you are as a person. That's the only thing you can control. And that's the only thing you should focus on controlling.
Man, that's really how I'd just be thinking, man. Whenever something just starts,
Because
Fuck only.
it gets a little easier the more you realize that, like, hey, like, you remind yourself, like, look, I know it sucks right now, but life happens. Like, this is okay. Like, being positive is the utmost importance in any bad situation. Like, just be like, look, hey, it's okay to be sad right now, but, like, get your head on your shoulders. Like, talk to yourself like this. Like, literally,
yeah,
when you look in the mirror, this is the conversation you should have in your head. Like, hey, I know times are hard right now, but look, we've been through worse shit. Like, we've been here. Like, for me, I've been here 22 years. I've gone through my hardships. I know life is difficult. It's just going to keep getting harder, but it has a lot of greatness with it. Like, it's just dope to be alive, bro. It's just dope to experience things and just do whatever the fuck you want. Even with the sadness, it's just such a great feeling knowing you can feel.
yeah.
Like, even when I'm numb, I'm still happy I can feel to an extent. You know what I mean?
Yeah, the same.
You're feeling that numbness. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's just a feeling. Like, right now, I feel a lot more empty than I have in a while. Like, I feel empty inside. I feel lost. But at the same time, I'm the happiest I've ever been. It's really weird. Right now, I'm in a really weird position, and it's crazy. Other than Sparrow, I'm sorry to hear everything going on. Hopefully, everything works out. And hopefully, me opening up about everything I've been through helps you realize that, like, hey, it's sad. Like, yeah, what sucks is you're planning on visiting in March, but you can't control everything. Like, the good thing what you should feel happy about is the fact that, like, you didn't forget him, right? You didn't forget your grandfather, and you were actively trying to visit him and reach out to him and, like, have interactions with him. So even though you didn't get to, you should feel happy in your heart that it wasn't like you were avoiding him or that you weren't reaching out or anything and you weren't trying to build that connection. So it's like you should still feel happy in your heart that, like, hey, I wanted to. Like, I tried. You know what I mean? Like, it's difficult, but hey, like, life kind of happens. Like, you still got to find the happiness in it all. Today, Sparrow said, today's also been interesting. My toilet fell over and water went everywhere. That is kind of nuts. That sounds like it's fucked. I hate to laugh at that, but that's low-key kind of funny. I'm not going to lie. That's just a fucked up situation.
How old is your grandma, Alan?
She is turning 74 in 4 days.
Ooh.
74,
74.
75?
Okay.
I think, right?
That's not
75?
old at all. That's not old
75, 76, somewhere in there. One of those numbers. She's getting a little old.
No, she's got time, bro.
Yeah, but
My grandparents are 70. No, it's 82 now.
I mean, I have a grandfather who's 83, but my grandfather, her husband, died at 72.
Dude, my granddad did die from a heart attack at like 74,
It's difficult because she's in that time frame where she could live another 20 years. She could live 2 months. She could live 2 years, 5 years. It's just fucking shitty, bro. It's like, fuck.
My
That's
I'm kind of scared because it's like my granddad is 82.
Mm-hmm.
I've already lost one granddad.
It sucks,
And
bro.
my other granddad is 82, and he suffers from COPD. I don't know if you know what that is.
Mm-mm.
COPD, it's like a breathing issue.
I think my grandma has that.
Yeah, he has to have like a.
Yeah, my grandma has that.
It's like some sort of. It's not asthma, but it's like
It's the worst version of asthma where you're on you have to have oxygen.
It's extreme asthma. Yeah, you have to have oxygen. You have to have your own oxygen.
Yeah.
Like, breathing like in stuff like that. And it's kind of fucked up. And he's got that, and it's like, you're 80,
awful.
you're 82 years old, and you gotta do that. It's
The
like,
only thing I can tell you is just That's 82 years, dog. Like, even if, like, knock on wood, hopefully it doesn't happen for a lot longer. But if it were to happen tomorrow, right? Bad shit happens tomorrow. Like, cherish the fact that he lived a strong 82 years, got to do shit he wanted to do, and you got to experience him and live life with him. You know what I mean? Because
sure.
you gotta psychologically and mentally, like, bring to yourself and remember, people are guaranteed life than guaranteed death. Those are the two consistents in life. You're guaranteed to be born and you're guaranteed to die. You don't know when, right? So as long as you remember and, like, remind yourself, like, hey, everybody has a date. Everybody's due to die. But you look at the fact that, like, oh, look, he got to do this. Like, my grandfather, he got to go fishing. He got to go camping. He got to raise his kids. He got to see his kids be successful. He got to see his grandkids be successful. He got to do what he wanted. He got to pursue the job he loved. You know what I mean? It's like you find the joyous moments in it, because no matter what, he was going to die. No matter what my grandfather was going to pass, it was going to happen. Even though it's sad, it was going to happen. And it's just, you got to prepare yourself like that. Whereas, because most people, they get like, it shouldn't have happened, this and that. It's like, no, like, it was going to happen regardless of what you believe in or anything. Death is guaranteed. It's the win that's not. That's the shitty thing about it. It's like, how do you prepare yourself for not knowing the unknown? You don't prepare yourself for the unknown. You accept the fact that the unknown will happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Bro, I'll be thinking about that shit by myself sometimes. I'll be walking to work and I'm like, this shit could have hit me.
Is this what you were thinking the other day when you almost died, when it was like 70 degrees Celsius or whatever?
Oh,
Honestly,
the
yeah.
heat. But, like, yeah, so, like, don't get caught up in that either. Like, one day we'll die.
You know, almost died the other day. Can you believe this?
Yeah,
that was a month ago.
And he actually almost died.
I mean, it freaks me out for a second. I'm like, fuck.
But
fuck,
here's the
fuck,
thing you gotta
know?
remember. Here's the
But
thing you
then I'm
gotta
like,
remind
oh
yourself.
wait, I'm alive right now though, so I'm alright.
Yeah, like, oh God, you gotta remind yourself that, one, you're alive right now, and two, you're doing everything in your possible will to, like, make sure you're getting healthier and you're doing better. You know what I mean? Like, bro,
Yes, dude.
don't cut yourself down, dog. You lost 40 fucking pounds.
50. I checked
50
this morning.
That's a lot, bro. That's a fucking lot. Do you realize
I know.
I can't curl 50 pounds? You lost my max curl in weight.
kg. 22
Dude.
kg.
Yeah.
That's 22 kg.
Like, bro,
To
you
be
can't-
fair,
don't
I
knock
can't
yourself.
I can't curl 22. I can do 16s.
Yeah.
kg.
Bro,
That's
I don't
60
know. I'm trying to think. I was like,
35 pounds. I can do 35
I
pounds.
wonder when I'd be like satisfied. Like,
You
I'm not
won't.
saying that I'm gonna go crazy, but
No, Tito, I'm gonna break the news to you, right? You won't.
Mm.
You will never be satisfied. No matter how big you get, no matter how much weight you lose, no matter how hard you're working, what your maxes are, what your PRs are, you will never fucking be satisfied. I don't know why. It irritates me, but you'll never be the most satisfied, because you're always gonna have your thought be like, I could do better. I want to
Yeah.
get better. Which is not bad,
Dude.
because that keeps you pushing forward, but always remind yourself of where you started. That's what I've learned recently.
Yeah.
Is like, look, for me, 3 months ago, I was still the weakest bitch in the world. I couldn't curl 5 pounds. Whereas now, I'm curling 45 pounds, benching my weight. I'm deadlifting like 300 pounds. Like, I couldn't have done that 3-4 months ago. So you just got to remind yourself, like, look, I'm not where I want to be forever, but I'm doing a lot better than where I was.
yeah, I did. I fucking. I only have 2 or 3 real goals. One, the stomach thing. I told you this. I want to be able to grab. I want to be able to have so much loose skin that I can stretch it out to make a bowl.
You know, you've never
water.
told me this. What?
Okay. I want to have so much loose skin that I could shape a bowl out of it, fill up with water, and then dump it on somebody's head. Like it's a video game.
What the fuck?
That's like the one real goal of mine. And to have sex with a lot of whores once I'm done. Like,
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
I respect that. I respect
I'm
it.
trying to do.
honestly,
good
no, but and then live past 50. Yeah, that's the third one.
So is this horse thing an actual thing you're trying to do? Are you
Yes,
trying to?
I'm having. I want to eventually have like 3 girls in my
Oh,
room
no,
at a
it's not.
time.
Oh.
Get like a
So
little
since we're talking about
ball.
horse or whatever, hey, I'm gonna retract the back.
I'm not talking about like slut shaming just a girl who has a lot of sex.
No.
I'm talking about
You
specifically
want
girls who get paid to have sex, or like they're just the whoriest, the dirtiest girls.
They love dick, bro.
All right. But
They
here,
love
look, to keep you guys in the loop, bro. So I talked about this earlier today already on stream, but bro, so I've been here 2 fucking months, right? Avidly on Tinder and Bumble, like actively swiping. Bro, I haven't had one fucking match, bro.
Same.
When I tell you,
you.
that's the biggest ego shutdown in fucking 2021 right now. Like, bro, I went from Vegas where I was getting at least 3 to 10 a day.
It's just insane, bro.
Bro.
You seem
You
like
ain't making. Alan ain't making it in hit country.
Nah,
Bro,
bro. It's the same
Like-
way here. You're not
Like,
the
come
only
on
one.
now. Come on. Like, bro, I'm not. Like, come on now. Look at that. I'm getting the bulge back, my guy.
Right.
You know what it is, Alan? I don't know what it is, bro. Like, they say hot girl summer, but what is that, bro?
Bro, oh God, what is hot girl summer if you're not trying to
What's
fuck
hot girl
me?
summer, bro?
If you're not trying to fuck me, what's hot girl summer?
What's going on, bro? Where's the hot girl summer at? Science
Like,
and
look,
shit.
I showed them already. But look, bro, look. From cleaning out the like potential matches because I could see who liked me from Vegas, right? These are all of the recent ones that have been. This person's a dude.
Is
That
that
looks like a dude.
Yo, what the fuck?
Wait, what?
I got 2 dudes on here.
Hell yeah.
Damn, Alan.
A transgendered person, which nothing wrong with them. I'm just not. I don't swing that way. I don't swing that way.
Dudes that you-
And
You always
then
mention
some
the
random
dudes,
chick
bro.
on the bottom. And then the only potential one that looks like halfway decent is this chick, where I'm like, all right, that might be able to work. I might be able to work with that.
The scene girl.
Yeah.
Then you're gonna message her and you're gonna try to start like a conversation and spit your
Bro, here's the
game
thing.
and
No.
she's not gonna
Here's
be
the thing.
interested, bro.
Look. Watch. This chick, for example,
Bro, I just found the perfect bitch.
you can see she reached out to me and said, hey, I didn't reply. She's not ugly. She's not ugly at all. Like, I would demolish her. I can't dox her, actually. I can dox her to you guys, but I can't dox her
What the
to
fuck?
them.
Yo.
Right?
So
She's
this
not half
How
bad.
old is she?
We don't
No.
19 legal, but we don't talk about how much of a difference that is.
Nah, I
But-
don't give a shit. It's
Listen,
legal, so.
I'll show you. I'll show you mine right now.
But look, here's another one. Look, chat. Look, she
Oh,
said
okay.
hey to me.
Oh.
I just don't pursue it. But anyways, yeah, your boy's been down fucking bad, and I'm talking to the point where I'm like this. I'll be like,
Bro.
I matched with the one chick I told you guys about. I keep
19.
doxing her. Okay.
She plays RuneScape, bro.
Oh, you gotta hop
Yo.
in. You got a super like, bro.
It's-
Oh, that's the other thing. So I get 5 super likes a day. I super like bitches that are like mediocre,
Oh,
like
shit.
mid tier, that do not deserve a super like, and I don't get the fucking match. I don't get it. I'm like, yo,
They-
hold on, yo. I'm like,
That's
cause
tough.
my brain process is like, I'm thinking they're mid tier. What the fuck are they thinking of me if they're not matching a super like, bro?
They
Like,
probably already have boyfriends. That's the thing. No, I like they probably just like have 2 of them at a time, you know?
considering the fact that I just got out of a situation like that, yeah, probably.
It's just crazy, bro. Nah,
I
it's
was,
just.
I was trying to say that there's more
2 beers
girls
down.
in relationships on Tinder. Yo,
There's no
drinking
communication
beer.
in this fucking current year, bro.
Cracking
Like I
open the
know,
third.
like I'm not trying to have like a conversation with them, but I
can
gotta
I-
start.
can I-
I gotta spit game somehow. I gotta
I
start.
have
it
one
out
issue.
somehow,
I have
bro.
one issue. This chick doesn't have an Instagram.
That's okay.
Eh.
That's
You
fine,
just shoot
right?
your shot.
But I
Right.
haven't DM. I haven't matched with her, so I can't do anything.
Oh, you can't
That's
pursue it
fine.
until like look. So this person, not to dox them, this person, right? I could dox her to you guys. She's not half bad, right?
I got a
She's
page
not
from
fucking
your,
amazing. But watch. I'm not gonna match with. The name is Kiana, right? The name is Kiana. She looks like that. This is for future reference. Look, I'm going to super like. I'm not gonna match with her. 100%. This is a dude named Christina. That is not happening.
Hell yeah, give me that one. Give me that contact. Yo, what I drop?
All right, let's get off Tinder. Fuck this shit. I don't know what I'm gonna say to fucking any of these females. I don't really want to. But anyways,
Bro,
yeah, that's the update for you guys. 'Cause I think it's fucking hilarious. I think it's fucking hilarious.
it's funny. I have to pay for Tinder.
No. So super likes do work. What they do is they put you on the front of their page, and it says
yeah.
this person super liked you.
Yeah, that's what it says. Yeah.
Oh, I
So,
didn't know
it
did
does
that.
work.
I thought it just made it more likely for me to get liked by more.
No. It puts you up front on the next swipe for them, and then it has a blue star on it, which means that you super like them.
No, I've just got all these Hollywood girls that take one look at my mixed fucking skinned ass, and they're like, "Now,
Hollywood girls.
he's broke." It's
Hollywood
fucking
girls.
Colombia. I don't
Oh,
care
that's
if
my
it's
other
from a-
mindset. Like, bro, they have no idea how much money I could splurge on them. What the
Right.
fuck?
They don't get
They don't know,
They're
bro.
in a fantasy, bro.
They have no idea how many free meals they can get from me, bro. They
I
have
did
no
not know
idea.
Super Likes did that, bro.
It's,
That's
it's, like,
crazy.
it's like they don't care, bro. It's almost like they
Oh
don't care.
God, bro! It's like, do I have to put my bank statement on there for you to like me back,
What's going on?
motherfucker?
They want my card.
I guarantee.
Do I
I
need
don't
to,
need to
in order to get a match, do I have to give you the front and back of my fucking debit card? What the fuck?
Right.
The three numbers on the back.
Yeah,
The three numbers on the back as well.
I think I'm trying to build confidence too. It's kind of weird.
bro.
Like,
So in Vegas, it was the ultimate confidence booster, bro. I had like 400 matches back when I was on there, but now I'm like,
Must be a state thing, bro.
I'm just trying to like.
It
get used
has to be.
like accepting that.
I don't know. I don't let it
Feels
affect me that
hard.
much. I don't let it really get in my head. I'm like, it is what it is.
Nah, bro. I've been trying to get past that too, though. I mean, it's tough. You know.
Hey, Yee, yo, what's up, dog? I mean, shit. It said he said, I'm a 21 female. Can I please be your sugar baby? Hey, dog, you fly out here once a month. I might make it work. You feel me? And
Yo, he's like 16 though.
oh, yo, whoa, yeah, Yee. Hold on, age. No, 21. Hold on, Tito, you're fucking with me.
You
It
know
says
it's not
no.
21.
But the character he is
This
playing.
way.
Ah.
This is super
The
lightweight.
character I was in
Ah,
reference to says, Alan, I'm 21 female.
Titties
Can
are
please be
pointy
your
as
sugar?
hell.
All
You
right.
could stab me
Relax.
with them motherfuckers.
All right. Now, fuck the Tinder talk because we're not trying to,
Yeah, no.
push
Yeah,
everyone
fuck that.
away. But yeah, that I think it's fucking hilarious, dog. Because I used to have the biggest ego when I first started Tinder. Because, bro, like, I got so many fucking matches to the point where I was like, damn, I don't know how to filter these out. Whereas now I'm like, someone just swipe right? Someone? Hello?
Please? Is anybody there? Hello?
But what I like in person, I'm not gonna lie.
And then I go, pop, bitch! Ah!
You know where my ego comes from in person? I'd be at the gym, right? Feeling my own flow, lifting, getting fucking shredded and shit, right? You know, minding my own business. And I'll catch the glimpse of another female looking at me.
Oh,
And
yeah,
you know what I'm
easy,
saying? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I'm not going to talk to you. I'm not going to go hit on you. But I'm appreciated that you're looking at me. You know what I'm saying?
gotta give the
It builds the
little look
ego,
and be
bro.
like,
It
Look
builds
at
the
little
ego.
wink.
Oh God. Let's see what else. What else do we have on here? I guess this is it's gonna be a big jump from talking about females to this, but word for word, I wrote down on these notes because I was in my feelings one time. Growing up without a dad and becoming a man, bro. You know how difficult that is. You know how much that fucking sucked.
I can only partly agree in that situation. I don't know. I had like a brief period of time where like me and my dad were just too far apart to talk or even interact. So I missed like a lot of shit. I mean, I'm grateful now because
All right,
I can like
all right,
communicate.
I'll ask this.
You know,
How old were you guys when you knew to shake your dick after you peed?
what?
How old were
Oh.
you when
Oh.
after you pee, you give it the the little flick with the wrist, the little flick? How old
Here's
were
a
you?
little fun
Oh,
fact.
nigga, I've always been doing that.
No, I
How
have a fun
old?
fact.
Yeah.
If you shake
I'm
it
always-
more than
I mean-
3 times, if you shake it more than 3 times, it's
You
considered a
jerking
wank.
it? I don't care.
What the
I guess
fuck?
I guess I was wanking.
I
then.
think for me, I think it was like middle school.
Yeah.
All right. You want to know when I found out?
Hmm.
Senior year of high school.
What the fuck?
I
Hey, bro,
didn't know
I
that
didn't
was
have
a
dad
thing.
either.
I didn't
Like-
know
like-
that was a thing.
Oh, I think you've
I mean-
explained
Until-
this before. I think you've,
Yeah, I have explained it before,
you've-
but
I
this
think
is
you've said
just
this,
Yeah, I have talked about this. But bro, when the PE teacher came in and said, "All right, shake your dicks and like get going," I looked at him and said, "What? Why would you shake your dick? What the fuck is that?"
Nah, bro. I
Bro.
thought that was just like human instinct. You know, you just want to get
It's-
that little splash off.
Nah, bro, you like I don't know how to describe it, but you know when you
Oh.
you force the piss out or
Yeah.
the nut, like you force it out, like you like
Yeah.
kind of You use pressure and you push. I thought that's what you did, and then you just ended there, and whatever happened
too much
happened.
Work. I'm trying to take a piss, not go to the Olympics.
Bro, I just thought that's how that worked, but I was wrong, bro. You shake
I'm
it,
at work,
and bro,
I've got, like,
it
10
got
minutes to
so
kill in the
much easier
bathroom.
when you just sit there and you like flick it. You give it a solid flick.
Because
Because if you
Because
if you
this
put
is
your
what
dick back
happened,
in
bro.
your pants, there's gonna still be some
exactly,
on there.
that's
You know,
I
and
get
it's
that.
gonna get on your underwear. You know?
For-
bro,
hey,
but
for those of you who
shaking
can't-
it.
Bro, I shake
So-
it.
Look,
and
look,
I
I'll
still
visualize
get
it
that.
for the
Yeah.
for the women in chat. When you're done peeing, you put your dick back in your pants, right? It goes back in. It does this. It sprays right in your pants. It does that. Whereas
That doesn't
there's-
do that for me.
if you
know
flick
those
it, no,
bottles?
not like that
No,
much, but it does a
no.
little flick. But when you
Okay.
well, like a little bit, it's like not like oh you just pissed your pants. It's like a little bit like a split.
Well, what I honestly do, I get a napkin and I put it on there, it absorbs it all, and then I
Napkin?
squeeze a napkin in
I
my
don't do
mouth.
that. No, oh. All right, but dudes, like, so say these are my legs, right? This is my leg. This is the
I
dick.
don't know about that one.
You flick it, right? You flick it. You throw it out.
that's true.
You throw whatever liquid's left in there. You're literally eradicating it from your penis. You're just like, boom, and it spits it out. Whereas if you just put it in the pants, right? You just put it in. Sometimes it'll just be like, and then you're like, oh fuck.
Damn it. Now you don't know if you're dirty or if you're clean.
Weenie Zelda said, thanks for the knowledge, Alan. Slightly smarter about guys' issues. But yeah, I didn't know that until like high school. Like
Don't
the
you
end of high
guys
school.
hate it when you gotta get your dick trimmed every month?
No, that's not a thing.
Annoying.
I'll shut that
I hate
down.
it.
That's not a
I
thing.
don't hate
do
it.
it.
I don't hate
trim
it. I
it.
feel good. I
It
like
makes
it.
me feel like rejuvenated, you know?
I trim my pubes. There is no skin removal of penises. Don't let them fool you.
I get lazy with it.
Wait, were
I
you
like
talking
doing
about
it.
pubes or dick? What's wrong with
He
you?
meant
Come on.
he said he cuts his dick skin every month.
No, I don't do that.
But you you
What?
circumcise yourself each by
No,
how much?
I do.
No.
Well,
Months?
how much? How, I don't know, like whatever a bite is, because it's usually just what I do.
A bite?
Bite?
he
I put it
he takes a
together
bite
and
out of his dick.
I'll put it together. I take a bite at the end of it, so that it just
Oh, okay.
ends.
So you eat it then.
Go to the doctor and get that done. She said,
Here's a fun story. Here's a fun story about some kid in my school that I don't know if it was true, if it was a rumor. So he was Jewish, right? And obviously like he was
Ah.
circumcised and stuff.
Oh,
There was a
okay.
rumor going around our school that his foreskin was put in a pickle jar.
Oh,
What
And,
the fuck?
I'm not too sure if that was entirely true or not because I never went
No,
around to his house.
to
My
this
friends
day-
went around his house. My friends went around his house and they told me that.
To this day, his fucking foreskin is still in a pickle jar.
It could be. It could very well be, but
Yep.
I'm not too sure.
yo, I was just
What's
throwing
his
some
name?
ass
Drop,
in here.
dox him right now. What's his name? Make him if he
Robert.
sees this video. Robert what?
Robert.
Robert what?
Oh,
I'm
kind of
not
Harry.
doxing. I'm not doxing. his name,
Aw.
but-
Wait, do you?
All right, Robert. If you're there, you
Yo,
got.
right.
If you're Jewish, Robert in the UK. If you're a Jewish Robert in the UK, do you
tough.
keep your dick in a fucking pickle jar or your dick skin in the pickle jar in your house?
I mean, I would if I had the chance. I'd be very curious to see what happened.
Yeah, his
Would you-
foreskin was put in a pickle
Would you
jar.
cook some, or like, would you try it? Like, if it was in there for
Um,
3 years,
I mean, I don't
Why?
think there's enough there to work with.
because then, like, at that point, it's not even like foreskin anymore; it's pickle
I think
skin.
if you tried frying it, it'd probably disintegrate.
That is
That's
disgusting.
all it is.
That is
Why
Why
absolutely-
would you chew on foreskin?
At that point,
No, no. No.
That's
What's
what
up,
happens
Winnie?
in there.
Pickle.
What's up, Winnie's out there? She said, "Dude, Alan, what is she trying to tell me? Thanks for. What are you really trying to tell me?
I think she is trying to talk about how you don't eat the foreskin. Something
You
about
don't.
that.
All right,
What?
relax.
The one thing that's easy though
What?
about not having foreskin is you don't have to clean it.
Bro,
Yeah.
oh God,
Like,
I have
probably.
Oh,
no.
God.
I don't have pickle skin, so I don't gotta worry about it.
It's just it's easy, bro. Yeah, you don't get pickle skin. You don't get the cheese pickle in between.
But then
Dick
you get
cheese.
the low key though. I've ran into some women that are picky about that shit.
No, 100%. Some women don't like foreskin, and some people do.
She said, "Are you circumcised?" I said, yeah. She's like, "Nope, can't do it." What the fuck?
Usually it's the other way around for me.
Nah,
They're like,
no.
yo, that's a plus. I'm like,
I mean,
and
it's
what?
a plus in
And
my
then
opinion.
I throw at them. It wasn't a choice. What's up?
Yeah, mine wasn't a choice either, but I don't care. It was in the best interest of me, so whatever.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I don't know why girls would really care about it. To be honest, just go
No,
inside.
it's insane. Right, nah, but they're not. I think her excuse is she didn't want to give a blowjob.
Sparrow said end
That'll
PP
make it
combo
easier.
now immediately. We're revealing too much.
Bro, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, bro.
I hate when my dick always be.
Bro, on God, bro. That's exactly what I'll explain. Hey, what Tito just did is the perfect description of a random public boner.
Mm-hmm.
You
That's
just be,
actually-
bro, literally, quite literally,
You know what?
no reason for it. You'll be like doing a fucking test where it's quiet, and then your dick will just be.
That was very common in school.
do this shit right here? Where you tie your fucking jacket in a little loop?
No. You know what it
Yeah,
is?
nah.
So, hey, hold on. Real
Real
quick. If y'all ever see a dude out there that hits one of these, hold on, I gotta put the camera a little lower. That hits one of these,
That's how you
like
identify
that,
it.
or like
Yeah,
one of
yeah,
those,
right.
He's
hard.
one of those.
Right.
He's
Yeah, you
tucking
gotta
his
tuck it
dick
in.
up.
You gotta tuck it in.
You see
gotta
this
do it.
band?
Oh, have you guys ever done this one right here? Look at me. Where you do the. Hey guys, let's act like gorillas. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
Oh, yeah.
No, or like,
You divert attention.
or when it's like this, when you're like this, and you're like, you're tucking it.
Or you try to be calm and shit. You try to be polite.
Oh no, oh God, you stand there like this.
They're like, yo, what's your stance for, bro? They
I-
call me out flat.
I learned something
God.
the other day. I learned something very important on how to counter that.
You, like this.
I don't know if
Or
it's
when you're
this,
hit him with one of these.
but this is how you counter it, right? This is how you sort it out.
Yeah.
You have to tense your leg muscle. You gotta tense your hamstring or your quad. I don't know which one
Why?
it is, but you
I'd always pinch myself.
so no. So that's how you do it. That's how you can, because you basically you force
I don't think
flow
that'll
of blood
work.
to your leg.
I don't
Instead
Oh
of
think
yeah,
the
that too.
Yeah.
I'd flex my legs. I'd flex
you
other
flex
things.
your leg. Yeah, you
I
flex
didn't
your
know
leg,
I've never done that. I've never sat
and
here
the blood
flexed
from
my
the blood
thigh.
will from your cock.
Well, it
will go to
always
your leg
hurts because
instead.
I get a tummy
What?
horse sometimes, you know?
Nah.
Depending on how you sit.
Y'all just aren't confident enough to just hit it with one of those.
No, sometimes you gotta let
It-
that shit hang
because-
out too, you know?
Do you know how weird that looks to be doing that in public?
Look, when done professionally, right? I'm taking off the headphones. When you do it correctly, right? You're walking. Boom. Look at that. You didn't know I just tucked my
He's
dick.
pretty smooth with it
I
too.
couldn't see that on that camera. I could not see that.
Right here, look.
No, it was pretty.
Boom. You don't know I just hit it with a dick
Oh.
tuck.
All right.
That's a dick
dick
tuck
tuck,
right there.
right.
You know, it's
That's
funny,
true.
I-
Yeah, it is a dick tuck.
I
He's
was
not
dealing
wrong.
with this situation in the
You're
bus
standing
today.
there, you're the camera. You turn, dick tuck right here, and turn back. Right? You come right here. You're walking.
He's made an art out of
Kinda
this shit.
flinch this way, dick tuck, and walk back.
Hits
Oh
the
wait,
whole
wait.
fucking table.
Alan, act like your crush is the camera. You gotta hide it from the
Oh,
camera.
okay,
Hold on. Hold on.
You said act like my crush is the camera?
Yeah. You act like your
Oh,
crush is the camera, and you gotta hide it from her.
Nah.
Oh,
nah,
yeah,
bro,
you
look,
don't
look,
want her to
you
see
wanna
that,
know how
bro.
it's
That's-
done?
that's
You wanna know
a
how it's
nightmare.
done? So that's my crush, right? What's up?
Yo!
Yes, sir.
Then
Let it
it's-
hang.
Now-
you're like,
now you're in school.
Whoa, hold on. And then instead of the upward tuck, it's this right here. You
Ah,
have
yes,
straight legs.
sir.
You put it right here.
I've
You're
done
like,
that
yo,
one.
Oh,
This is
what's
gigantic.
going on?
I've
Yeah,
done that one.
I used to kind of put it to the side, so it'd be like it would, it'd be like the side of my leg. I
Oh
would do
God!
that, but-
When your crush
That's
is
what
around,
I
Depends,
mean.
it depends what kind of underwear I got on though.
Yeah, that as well. I used to do that
Mhm.
before I knew
Oh.
the leg tactic.
this is completely random, but if you guys want to have the most immaculate bulge, buy me undies.
Buy me undies.
Me undies.
undies?
The brand me undies
They're actually
the
very
undies.
comfortable. I'm not gonna.
with no flap, right? Because I hate dick flaps. No flap, best bulge you'll get out of.
Wait, they
underwear.
have a no flap model?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dick flaps are horrible. Yeah, don't like dick flaps.
I don't know why dick flaps exist. They exist.
Sparrow said, "Hey yo, shut the fuck up."
Nah, have y'all ever had that like fear of like zipping up your pants in public? You know, like you notice that your fucking pants
Nah,
are zipped
bruh.
down.
I've gotten to the point
Bro,
where
I
I
think-
own that
bro, I
shit.
do
I'm
that.
like,
I'm
well, I
not
hope
for
you
that.
guys got a view and you zip it up.
Yeah,
Nah,
it's your
man.
problem. Hey, you
It's
saw
always,
it.
you know, I mean,
you were
I
looking
go
down
to a
there.
bathroom and I deal with it.
Bro.
I mean, I just don't want to be in like a store and notice it and like adjust.
Bro,
Nah,
and
bro.
then,
If people
You just
people
own up
see it,
that
that
shit,
means they
bro.
were
It is
looking
what
at
it
your dick.
is.
People were looking at your dick.
On
They
God,
were
there.
looking down in that area. You can see that, and then they were like, "Oh, your flies are on, or your zips on."
Damn, bro, everybody's Snapchatting tonight.
You know, you look down, and you're like, "Oh shit!" But they were looking first. You got to realize that they were looking in that area. especially if it's a female.
Bro,
that
these
tells you that.
underwears are like $24 a piece.
Yeah, but I got the membership, so it's 16. Oh, I just matched with the transgender.
Me undies. Oh, you know how many transgenders are on Tinder and they don't tell you?
Too
the
many,
genders?
bro. There's so many. It's hilarious.
I'm not comfortable with that. I understand. Here's a controversial topic. I don't know if it's controversial or not. I understand you're transgender.
I think it needs to be disclosed.
I think you should say you're trans. I don't think you should.
I think
you were born a female.
absolutely, regardless how you feel
I'm
about
personally-
transgenders, it needs to be. You need to reveal that
I
because
respect
I
you. I
don't
respect
want to
you
be
for
with
transgender.
somebody
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
I respect you for it. It's a very hard situation to
But
go
you need
through in
respect
life.
me.
It's
to
difficult to
respect
go
me
through
back.
that, but my preference isn't that, and you should not force
Yeah.
that on me.
You need to respect me back and my preferences. Like it doesn't work. It works both ways.
100%.
And that shit is so annoying. Here we go. What was I gonna look up?
Motherfucker.
Me on these.
Oh,
I'd be considering them sometimes. Hold on.
Hey.
What do you thought about?
so it's completely random, but I don't know too much about this disclaimer. Right, I want to put a disclaimer out there. I'm not too aware of 100% of the situation that's going on. I'm just gonna give a quick opinion on it. Don't know everything that's going on. It's a sad situation, but the stuff going on in Afghanistan, right? It's sad that like we leave and Taliban takes over within the day.
Right.
But this is the one time I respect the president of any sort where he's like, look, we were there for 20 fucking years. Quite literally 20 years. It happened in 2001. We've been in that part of the world for 20 years. We gave them a militia. We built their militia. We gave them an armory. We sent them fucking we gave them weapons, tanks, helicopters, planes, all kinds of shit, right? We supplied them with all this shit. We gave them we gave them the knowledge of how to defend, how to fight. We trained their military, right? We did all this. We developed all this for them in hopes to try and potentially leave one day. And then people are like, oh, like we should still help them or whatnot and go back and fight with them and get rid of the Taliban. But I'm with the president at this. If you're not willing to fight for your own fucking country and you're not willing to stand up and grab a gun and defend your own freedoms, then why the fuck should anybody else? Not America, because, you know, America's not the most perfect fucking country in all of humanity, right?
Right.
But I love it here, right? I like, if somebody came and invaded our fucking country, I would have no hesitation picking up a gun, putting on fucking armor, or being shirtless, however it has to unfold, and firing and protecting our country. I will give my life to protect our freedoms any day of the week, and I tried. I tried to go to the Marine Corps. I tried to join infantry. They said no. So with that being said, if you want to be in a country that's free and you want to be in a country where you can do whatever the fuck you want, you got to make it fucking happen. You can't sit aside and hope other fucking people will do it for you. So when people are like, oh, like I feel bad. I feel bad for the regular everyday people in Afghanistan. But if they don't have the balls to pick up and fight for what they want and defend themselves and put their lives on the line for the freedom that they want and the shit they crave, then I can only feel bad up to a certain point. You know what I mean? Like,
I mean, that's just the type of shit that brings other places down with you, though, because we're so focused on keeping those motherfuckers alive, we're gonna fall with them. And you know, apparently the USA is known to be like one of the most advanced. You know, I'm not 100%. I don't know much about it. I mean, we haven't had a war, so you know.
What do you mean? We've been in. Hold on.
I'm talking about like massive war.
No. What you meant to say is we haven't had an at-home war.
Yeah, like an
since,
at-home war
since the Civil War.
Yeah.
Think about
But,
that.
we're
I mean, people can say that like, oh, you know, 9/11 attack was a thing or Pearl Harbor was a thing, but they brought us a situation that affected us, and then we brought war and catastrophic events to them.
And then we killed their leader, you know.
And it's like I get it. Like, I feel sorry. My heart goes out to everybody that's stuck in those situations that wants to get out of the country. Like, it's very sad. It's very sad to see that, like, you're terrified to be alive. You know what I mean? It's
To
very
the point to where they hop on planes,
and risk everything.
and risk.
But
and then
here's
die.
my mindset on that.
That's crazy.
Here's the thing about that though. If you're willing to die off trying to leave the country, why not die trying to fight for your country? If death is no matter what's going to come out of this, right? The people that fell off the plane that were holding on, why put yourself through that when you can try to join and fight against what you're terrified of? Fight your fear. You're willing to risk death to escape when you're guaranteed to die, when you can risk your life in the potential chance of defending your country and fighting for what you want. In the chance of survival, you have a better chance of surviving a fucking firefight than you do getting on the top of a plane and trying to fly out of there. Like, I get it. It's terrifying. I know I can't relate to that situation. I'm in a situation where I'm happy to wake up every day. I feel safe exiting my house. Like, I don't have a fear of a bomb dropping on me. I don't have a fear of military men showing up and blasting me. Like, there's the standard fears of, like, you know, regular shootings and whatnot, but that's different. But when it comes to war-related situations, I don't have to have that fear. Because people from our past, my grandfather, or the great-grandfather, my grandparents before them, family before them, the people before us chose to stand up for what they wanted, chose to defend what they want. Like, we've had pointless wars. We had pointless conflicts. There's shit we should not have lost people over. But in the grand scheme of things, we are the way we are, and we have what we have because we were willing to fight for it. Every country needs to do that same thing. Needs to sit there and evaluate what they're doing. If they're willing to lose their life trying to escape a country, why not lose your life trying to build your country? Why not give up everything you have to try to make your country what you want it to be, instead of the off chance that, or the more larger chance that you die trying to leave it? Like, I get it. It's terrifying. But sometimes when you look at the grand scheme of things, getting on that plane and falling to your death is more terrifying and is a higher risk than if you were to pick up a gun and fire back.
That's true.
I think it's the idea that, you know, they know they're gonna die. With the off chance of flying, for some reason in their mind, they think they might survive it, you know?
But
I
you're
just
not.
don't understand
But the
how
thing
you
about that
think
is,
you could hop on the plane wheel and ride that. That thing's gonna retract. And then
logically thinking, you have a greater chance of dying from holding onto a plane than you do picking up a gun and shooting at the person shooting at you.
And that depends on you. What if you win that gunfight too? You know.
But think about it this way. All right. Think about that picture, right, or that video. Look at how many fucking people were trying to board that plane. Look at how many people they had to run over for that plane.
Yeah.
Right?
There's more
It
people.
was crazy.
There's
If
more people
all
in
of
the
them,
the Taliban.
not the Taliban, if every single person that was there trying to escape stood up and fought back, they would have a better chance of overtaking their country than they would if they fled. You have a higher chance of dying if you fled than if you tried to stay. And it's just like I get it. Like, I completely am, like, I have sympathy for them. I have empathy for being in that situation because I can't imagine being in a situation where I'm terrified to be at home. You know what I mean? It's sad. It's very devastating knowing people are in that situation right now. But with my mentality and how I am today, if I'm terrified to come home because I feel like someone's going to kill me, or I feel like there's the Taliban trying to overtake my country, I am going to stand up and give my life to defend that.
I don't think they would dare try to do that though.
But I mean, I think the other thing is, like,
Right.
granted, like, I truly wanted to go and be a part of a war. I wanted to fight for this country. I wholeheartedly wanted to be in the military, infantry only at the front lines, only shooting at people and getting shot at. That is what I craved from the military. That's what I wanted to do because I felt like it's what I needed to, not needed, but like it's what I wanted to do to, like, show that, like, what I have is because I fought for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So now I have to fight for it in different essences. I have to do that in a different way, which is, you know, providing for people, putting my knowledge out there, giving to others and stuff like that. Same concept. It's like I'm helping people. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I was gonna say, dude, I remember Alan after high school was so set on going, and dude, I can't imagine what would happen if you actually went. To be honest,
Let's just say I would not have been a
It-
desk jockey. I would not have sat behind a desk. I would have gone out of my way to sign up, to go get deployed, to go to war, to go into these battles. I'm talking like my mindset was so heavily into the wanting to be in the military, where I was convinced that I wanted to go and dig holes for me to sleep in. I was to the point where mentally I wanted to sign up for the recon missions. I wanted to sign up for all these crazy missions that were like 80% chance of death that I wanted to do. I mean, but sadly I wasn't able to get that. And for those, if you're watching this, for those who do that, nothing but love and respect for all of you. I know I can't sit here and say I can do it, even though, I know I could. But hey, I can't say that I have done it, but I can say I would do it any day of the week. I would go be in your shoes and do it any day of the week. And I respect and appreciate everybody who is willing to do that and can do that, because I was told no. The only reason I didn't do it is because I got told no. Otherwise, I would have done it. I would have been in those same shoes. That's the only thing I grew up wanting to do. But back to the Afghanistan talk, it's like, how much can we feel for them, right? As a huge society, as the human race, as an entirety, not just America, as people, how much can we truly feel for them and want to help them if they don't want to help themselves and fight? You know what I mean? Like, I feel for everybody. It's a very sad situation. I can't imagine being forced to fight. But if it's so dramatic, and not dramatic, if it's so traumatic and devastating, and you want to flee to where you're the grand scheme of what I'm getting at is, if you're willing to risk your fucking life leaving a country, why not just risk it fighting for it? Fight for your fucking country. Stand up for your country. If I was out there and I wanted my country, even if I died, I would fight for it. Because me escaping and trying to run from it, I would have a higher chance of dying. Me living with and accepting the Taliban, I would have a chance of dying of any political view difference, any type of difference I see with it. If I was a female, I'd be guaranteed damn near death, because they are trying to push the radicalization of their religion, which isn't okay. They're going based off the previous decision, or their previous generational decisions of how life should be, whereas that's not how it is nowadays. It is 2021. It is no longer 15 BC. You know what I mean?
Dude, yeah.
It is no
15
longer.
BC.
It is no longer. Oh, you get pregnant, we're gonna cut off your fucking toes. We don't live in that era of time anymore. People are people. We all are conscious. We all have decisions to make. We all feel things. It's not. Nobody should be treated any other way than the fact that we are all the same.
Oh.
Regardless if you're gay, regardless if you're a female, regardless of anything. If you feel a different way, no matter what, when it comes down to it, we are all fucking human, and we all need to fucking respect that. If your views are different, if you don't like gay, if you think being gay is wrong, feel that way. But don't disregard the fact that the people that get hated on are human too. The people that feel that they are gay, or not feel, but the people that are gay, that feel like what they're doing is 100% the way they were born, the way they decide things, the way they consciously think, it's okay. I have no ill feelings about gay people. I have no opinion towards it, and nobody fucking should, because the only life that matters is yours. Why the fuck does somebody else's life matter to you?
True.
It doesn't fucking matter. If Tito decided not to go to the gym tomorrow, I would try to persuade him to go to the gym. I would try to keep his mind focused. But at the end of the day, if he doesn't want to do it, he doesn't want to fucking do it. I'm not going to stop being friends with him because he doesn't want to do it. I'll be sad and disappointed or whatever, whatever it might come. But I'm not going to sit here and be like, hey, Tito, I can't talk to you anymore because you decided to stop going to the gym. Or if he was like, hey, I'm gay, I can't be friends with you anymore because you're gay. I don't give a fuck. It is what it is. Do what you got to do.
It's just crazy. It's a good time for me to tell you that.
Comes out as gay right now.
Let's go.
No.
Hey, hold on. Side note.
I think I consider.
Side note. All of our friends are convinced he's gay. 100%. or bi
I
Tito.
mean, you're always talking about smooching me, bro.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whoa,
Like
what?
because Tito in person would be like, "Hey, shut up, Alan, before I suck your dick right now."
Right.
And it's like gotten so frequent. It's like, all right,
Yeah.
I don't know.
And,
I don't know,
I'm in
dog.
chat, and I'm
Oh my
chilling,
God.
And then
Tito.
he's like, "JP, bro, shut up.
Before I
give
kiss you,
smooch."
on God,
Why
before I
am
give you a
I-
juicy ass kiss, on God.
And I'm
Why am I
like,
getting
okay,
exposed?
okay. Tito. These homies be homies.
Hey, I support it. If you want to do it, my lips are right here. But I just think it's funny that we bring up the like, hey, like Tito might actually be about it. Like he might actually be. We don't doubt that he likes pussy, but we kind of question the fact that he says he doesn't like dick.
Tito's a bro.
I could 100% guarantee I don't like cock.
I don't know. Have you had my cock? Have you had my
Sounded
cock?
like that.
Like, hold on.
Sounded like
Every
that.
woman I've ever done anything
Oh
with
my God.
likes the way I function. So like, have you had mine?
No. I would say I do. I do sometimes consider.
Definitely, he loves
trannies.
dick. There's no way you could just say no.
Oh, hold on. In
Like,
modern
when
day
I was-
today, I'm not gonna lie.
When I was
I
on
want to
Tinder-
know the technology behind making a fake pussy, bro. What if this shit's great? What if there's like a vibrator or a warmer in there, bro?
Oh,
But-
everything.
You know what I'm
But-
talking about? What are the
Yeah.
upgrades they get? Because like when you're doing surgically,
Punch, bro.
no. Yes. How do you know it's not, bro? No, think about it. Think about it.
Pack a punch pussy.
Like think about it this way, dog. Think about it this way. If every dude craves like the regular pussy, right? Why would a dude get converted to having like a downgraded version of real pussy?
Maybe he.
Why
wants to
wouldn't
be-
he surgically get it to be like god tier something sicko mode?
Because
The
he wants to
sex
feel.
doll?
I feel like they feel like they.
Well,
just
no,
wanna
because
get
no
closer
matter
to their
what-
feminine self by doing
No,
that,
because
you
no
know?
matter what, like they can't compare to the genuine pussy, right? Like there is gonna be a difference. I mean,
Whoa, hold
obviously,
on,
I haven't
hold on,
experienced
hold
it.
on. Whoa.
I haven't
You said-
experienced
wait,
it.
Whoa, hold on. You said it too confidently, bro.
I haven't experienced it, but I'm not opposed to it because I'm curious. I'm just
Technology's
saying.
insane.
If
So
I gotta
understand
fucking,
that it could be a
if I gotta
problem.
fuck someone who has transitioned from male to female, I might just have to experience that. I just like it is what it is.
But
I might
think
just
you
have
could
to.
also technically be a tranny without even having that operated.
No, you can be you can be, yeah. But I'm talking already
Trans, yeah.
transitioned. I'm already
Oh,
like.
you're
I'm
like
talking
full
somebody
transition.
already transitioned because I can't get with a dude that is saying he's a female with a penis because for me, what affects everything is the penis.
Gotta have a cute cock.
Bro, she can be the baddest bitch ever, have the biggest titties, the most fucking beautiful woman ever, the greatest person I've ever met. But if there's a dick attached, I can't. I
I
can't.
think I could go for it. Fuck it. You only live
I
once. you
can't,
gotta
bro.
live the best
I can't,
you
dog.
ability.
I can't. I cannot do
Hey,
it.
man. Hey, to
But
each
all
their
I'm
own.
saying is, bro, think about the pussy 9000.
9,000.
And like advertised, it comes extra wet.
Yo!
A fucking seat warmer built in, right?
seat warmer.
It comes heated. So extra wet, heated, fucking
Who
has a
the fuck are you
pressure.
talking about?
It gets really tight. Like they can control the pressure on it without having to build the muscles for it. And
Oh,
then
shit.
like you know what I'm saying? Like they
could
just
be a
press some
problem, though,
buttons.
bro.
They
It's
press some
crazy.
buttons and they activate like Ultra 9000. Like come on now, you can't say no to that.
No.
And are we talking about this being some trans woman's vagina?
I
Yeah,
don't
trans
think we
woman
agree-
vagina.
I
Yeah,
wonder if we've done that,
yeah,
but
that makes me.
Yeah.
I feel weird when I think about it.
No,
Then I'd have to
what?
get the- like,
making
I'd
it
have to go out and
real.
get, like,
Hold
an
on, hold on.
upgrade,
No,
you
no,
know?
no, no.
Making it
I
real
get it.
definitely makes it feel weird, but I can't say like that's what I crave. Like I know naturally I prefer females, like naturally
I was
born women.
saying,
Look,
But
Adam,
I'm not opposed to potentially one day, exploring the window.
I mean, if it works,
that's
it
gonna
works, but
create
it's like-
competition.
I
Though.
was to say,
I don't know because at the end of the day, I still want a natural woman.
No. But I'm just thinking, like, look, you got this individual running around with like the pussy 9,000, the best pussy ever.
Bro, that's
made.
what I'm saying, bro.
I
Why
need
the
me a
fuck would
dick
we?
1000,
No, because
bro.
think about it this way.
Dick
Think about it this way.
1000?
On top of that,
Sir.
they were a dude before, so they know what we like right off the
Right.
bat, and they don't come with the same fucking bullshit. So why wouldn't you?
Nah,
here,
bro, I need a
Alan,
dick 10,000.
I really talking about women right now. I really need you to see what I mean when I say I want whores. I'm about to
Hey,
send
hold
you
on,
an image.
I have to
right
pee. I have to pee really fucking bad. So continue what you're doing. I gotta go pee.
Whores.
Yo, remember to shake it.
Whores at a club.
Whores at a club.
That's,
Tito,
I feel like I'm gonna
are
get the
you
most
Google
accurate image
imaging
here.
this shit?
Hmm?
Oh, I'm disappointed.
Why?
You should go to Bing, bro. Bing's got the good
Bing?
shit. Yeah, they got the gallery mode, bro.
Well, it was on DuckDuckGo, but I guess Bing.com.
You didn't have to.
I'm binging it, foo. Whores at a club. What's the same shit, bruh? What do you mean the gallery?
Nah, bro, on the phone. My bad, it's the mobile version.
Bruh!
Yeah, get fucking cocked.
Oh shit, Alan left. We're taking over the stream.
No,
Oh shit.
No, he's coming back.
He's still streaming.
Oh,
He
no.
went to the bathroom. I'm looking for a
Oh,
picture
no.
of whores.
I don't
What?
know. I don't know. We're the host now. Shit.
No, we're good. We're good. I'm looking for a picture of whores. I don't know how
Look
old
at-
these
look at
girls
the picture of what?
are. Whores. I really want you to understand when I say
Whores?
whores.
I think
Whores.
we understand.
You're speaking American, mate. I don't understand.
Yeah, look, this is the guy I'm trying to be.
Horrors.
Whores. I'm saying this often.
Horrors.
Whores. Yeah.
Whores.
Old ass
It's hard to understand but speaking American.
Speaking American. I want to be American. Something like that.
Alright.
There's how many
By
women.
the way, on a related note, CM Punk has returned to not WWE, but wrestling.
CM Punk.
CM Punk, you remember CM Punk? What, 10 years ago?
CM Punk. Oh wow. Dang, he looks crazy.
He's back.
They're having a show here in Vegas. WD Mega Slam bullshit.
All right, I'm back. What I missed?
No,
Al-
it's the Mega Slam, SummerSlam.
It's the Mega Slam.
This dude couldn't. Mega Slam.
What did that mean?
SummerSlam.
What did I
Man,
come
I'll
back
go-
to?
I'll get
Yo,
fucked by
that's
that bullshit,
WWE
man.
Super Slam.
What is the Mega Slam?
The Super Slam.
That thing, I didn't know the name of it, so I just defaulted
what?
to Mega Slam.
SummerSlam, WWE
Oh.
WWE
I couldn't-
Mega Slam.
Mega Slam.
Mega Slam. Super Slam.
That's funny. Oh, and God, Tito be having backward wrestling. Not backyard, backward. Right in his
These are the
butthole.
whores you want?
No. But like more
Wait.
dirty
Did you send something to me?
More dirty.
and maybe older. Yeah.
Jin.
Where do I view this?
I don't
at?
know.
In Gen?
They
So
could
you,
be all
you like
age
them? Do
same-
you like them mature? Is that your deal?
Is this
I mean,
what?
hey man, hey, there's nothing wrong with that either, man.
Hey,
I
hold
mean,
on.
it's just, the age variant is
Hey, Tito, hold on.
same.
What makes these females whores?
They're
Right.
not. These women aren't whores.
I caught him slipping. You see that? I caught that slipping.
You mean the
No,
people in Jin?
I want whore like women like them.
Are you computing?
Okay, imagine all these ladies and replace all the white ones with any other race, really. But yeah.
So all of them?
So
no,
basically-
there's some black girls in there. I'll
there's
leave
an
them
Asian black girl. You want to get rid of that, Tito?
in. No, just the white girls.
Okay.
Replace all the
Hold
white
on,
girls with some
hold
other
on.
color.
What? With,
What's
like,
wrong?
white
Well, hold
girls?
on. What's wrong with white girls?
These is racist, bro.
I'm just being racist right now, dog.
All I'm saying is, so
Hold on.
far out of everything
Hold
I've
on.
had,
If you want a whore,
Hey.
you probably don't want to,
Hey,
mix a bunch of races.
Stop
in.
yelling, bruh. Shut the fuck up on me, bruh.
Tito's
Tito
brain is
racist
running on a
as hell.
single core processor. 100%.
He's got one ram stick in his head, bro.
Not even that, bro.
Hold on, nigga. Who y'all roasted me for?
Yeah, I'm just saying, Tito.
Dude, the dogs are barking.
You're telling the dog to shut the fuck up? They can't understand your dumbass.
They know what I'm saying.
Nah, you're fried.
No, on God, dogs
Yo,
know. Shut the fuck
fine.
up. 100%.
Nah, they know go outside and
No, they
food
don't.
and
They
fat
understand.
motherfucker.
Shut the fuck up.
They very
Wholeheartedly.
clearly know.
My
Shut the
dog's
fuck up.
fat as hell, bro. All he knows is food and potty.
Your dog is also trained by you, so like I don't
Yeah,
expect it
that's-
to be too much smarter.
Nah, no. Fuck off. You're a dick. You're a dick.
I'm not gonna lie, I
Nah.
didn't think you'd catch that one.
Nah. Fuck off. It took me a second, but it definitely hit.
Look at Lulu's cute ass.
Let me see. That's a dog?
Bro, before she got
Dude.
that dog right there,
Oh.
that dog is the epitome of like what it's like to be cute before pregnancy.
Looks scared, bro.
She is scared. She don't like being held so high.
Scared of heights. Go face your fears.
Her fat ass. Get out of my room, bitch! And look, she gets out. Look,
Because you put her down.
she ain't been there no more. I don't even know what that's the point of that, but
Nah. So back to the topic. Tito, you're racist, bro.
yeah.
So you just want to have a
why?
multicultural fuck session. That's what you're talking.
Don't have
Like,
a massive.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a lot of work to deal with.
Right. Like you gotta collect all the Pokemon.
Nah, but dude, I
Yeah,
don't.
collect
It's
them
not
all.
like they linger. I have
Gotta catch
different
them all.
women every night. That's the thing. I'm not trying to see these women more than
Oh, so
one
you're
night.
not trying to, so you're not trying to have
No.
them all in the same room. You're just trying to be on
No,
like
no, no, no.
rotation.
No. I have them all at once, but that's it. They can't join me again.
Oh, so it's just a one time. One off.
So you
Yeah.
don't want to see their face again.
Nah.
Imagine
Yeah,
like a
you'll
chick
feel- you'll
like
feel
gets her
horrible
hair
seeing
dyed
them.
and looks completely different, and she fucks Tito. And guess what, bitch?
Well, that's
Me.
implying that they want to fuck Tito again.
What? Oh,
Wait,
Again,
Hey,
there was never a
wait.
first.
Are you implying that Tito got no dick game? What's wrong with you?
100%.
Yo, he can swing that shit in
I-
there. Like,
I-
whoa!
Yeah, 100%. I know, bro. I've been there. I've been on the end of it.
Bro, I know Tito don't got dick game. You know why?
Watch
don't
this.
know, bro.
Watch this. Right here. Look at the camera. Can you see? Can't see my bed. Hold on.
Right. Let's see the stance. The
Kinda
stance.
scared.
The pose.
Alright, let me grab the dog. I'm gonna do it on her first.
No,
What?
not the dog.
Wait, I'm lost.
Look. Here's how the dick game's gonna go.
Alright,
Let's
you
make a
guys-
body out these pillows. That's her ass right here.
This is the.
This is her torso and her head's over there on the wall.
It's just the. This is the.
Yo, she got the bullshit.
And
ass.
Yo, hold on.
And
Her
this the
back is
pussy.
destroyed.
Is
What?
this the
The
Tito
pussy?
Mega
What's
Slam?
the pussy?
Right
This is
here.
the
You're-
Mega Slam right here from Tito.
So her,
The Mega Slam.
no, wouldn't it be wise
So,
to
you
put
know,
the
you know,
pussy below
usually-
the ass?
Usually I could
Oh,
be right
she got
here.
the leg up. She got the leg
And
up.
then-
She got the leg
Yo!
up.
I could do some of that.
Yo.
Bro,
Or
she,
there's
you're about
also
to
this-
rock her world, bro.
That nigga
But
may have the leg
but
for
then there's-
balance, bro.
There's also this one.
I think her head's gonna hit the wall. Oh, shit.
Yo.
Wait, do that again? Hold on, I didn't get to see that one. Do that one again.
Hold on.
We call that
You
the.
didn't-
That's a bit of a weird angle, bro. Her head's gonna hit the wall every time you pound it.
Fuck it, yo.
Bro, every thrust, her head is going outside.
Yeah, her head is going out the window.
But like,
Unless- Unless
that's
that's her throat right there.
once you
Yo.
once you crush her, you can just take a nap on her.
So he's spooning, right? Just
Yo.
when we sleep.
She's sitting there.
Tito's
No,
about to
I-
get
I-
convicted of murder.
You're
I
right.
gotta admit,
That's so
I think there's some kink thing going on here, but I wouldn't know.
Tito finished off and went to sleep.
Oh, God. He busted a nut and went to bed on top of her and got charged for murder the next morning.
I think anybody's ever actually done that. It must have.
100%.
You're funny, bro. He's goofy.
I wouldn't be surprised if that actually happened. Look, he's done now. Look, he's done
What's the
job.
name of the last movie?
Bro, hold on.
He's happy.
You call that
Can
cherry
we talk about this, like, two thrusts Tito did? He's already out of breath.
Because that was the Mega Slam.
Right.
Bro, he busted out with the Mega Slam, but now he's already out of breath.
He's sitting there. He's like, "You got 4 more thrusts left."
The Mega
Hey,
Slam. was the
Tito.
finish. That was-
Tito. how much energy do you have to fuck? Like, how many reps can you do? Or how many thrusts can you do to that pillow right there?
That was his ult. He used his ult up.
Tito's gone. He's going to sleep.
Cause like,
Yeah, you went to go get some water.
cause Tito, you took throwing her back out to a different level.
Right. Nah, he ripped that shit out. Finish them.
That was a finisher right there. That was a
Yeah.
WWE finisher.
Super Ultra Mega Thrust 9000.
A package came.
A package came.
Yeah.
All right, let's see what it is. Like
What is
options.
it?
Let me
Unboxing
see the
shit?
address on front.
Yo.
Alright. This is how.
Is that a pen?
What the fuck?
He's using a pen to break
Why
open
did
the
you
box.
do that, bro?
All right.
Ah.
What you
Yes,
got?
I got my air.
Oh, the air. Is that what you...
Tito is on oxygen.
Yo,
Limited
yeah,
edition. Where is this air from, bro?
Trust me, he needs the
definitely
oxygen.
China, bro.
That Pakistan.
Air pillows. Where's it from,
He's-
though?
Made in what? Where's it made from? Where it's made from depends on if you're gonna take it or not. Isn't all oxygen the
Yeah.
same?
Oh, hold on. Hey,
That's an intercontinental shit, bro.
bro. On some more depressing
it's-
shit. Hey, hold on. On some real shit. Real, actual sad hours. Hold on.
What is that?
A paddle.
Hold on.
It's for my calloused heel.
Okay.
What is
Like
that?
it's-
Oh, a heel thing.
So back on the sad hours of depression and shit. Bro. You know what recently fucked with me pretty bad?
Existential crisis.
So I got super excited about buying more batteries and a charger for my lightsaber. Hold on. For my lightsaber. To where I speedingly purchased my the charger and the two bat. Fuck, hold on.
Damn, bro.
We got the hiccups.
Yeah. So I got super excited to buy these two new batteries and a charger for the special batteries my lightsaber takes. To where I hopped on Amazon, I bought it really quick, not paying attention to where I shipped it, and I sent it to my ex's house.
Oh.
And I got a text. It said, "Hey Alan, how you doing? Hope all is good. Just think you accidentally shipped a item to my house. I don't know what you wanted me to do." And I was like, "Fuck." Like I shipped it to the wrong house. I was like, "Fuck." Like I wanted that today. I didn't want to wait another week for it. But at the same time, I was like, "Fuck." Like I gotta I was able to block away this person as if she didn't exist like, cause that's what my brain does. And I was just like, fuck. Like, damn. Like, even though, like, it was just like, hey, you left it, like, you shipped it to the wrong place. It's like, damn, like, you still exist. Like, you're still a human being that was once a part of my life.
Yeah.
You know what? I had something similar.
So,
like
hold on,
that
I'm not
happen.
done, bitch.
Nah,
Hold on to
my
the same
bad,
theory.
bitch, my bad.
Hold on to the same theory. I'm having a moment where I'm talking about my mental health and the depression, all right? And it just awakened a lot of memories. A lot of fucking memories. In the essence of, like, every now and then I reflect on what I did in the past. I'm like, damn, like, I could have been way better. And it was just like, fuck. Because I'm not going to lie. That was my favorite relationship I've ever been in because the way we communicated, the way we were with each other, it was the best. Like, me and her parents got along to where I consider them like my parents. Like, I'm talking like, it was pretty solid. But I know I had my own errors. I know I had my own little spots where I could have fixed and everything. It's just kind of shitty. It's just like we both went different paths with life. It's just how it just happens. Like, it is what it is. But it was still super sad. And I was like, fuck, that sucked. Like, just the reawakening that kind of sucked. I was like, and then I told her, you know, like, oh, you know, I've been good. Hopefully all is good with you. You know, hope you're doing great and everything, this and that. And if you could ship it to my new address, I'd greatly appreciate it. Thank you, blah, blah, blah. You know, same, you know, just, you know, being respectful. Because, you know, I still feel for her. And then I gave her extra money for going out of her way and shipping it to me and everything. Then I posted on Facebook recently. I posted my progress of the gym and everything. I was like, for those who don't know, I recently had shoulder surgery that put me out of the gym for a while, but I'm proud to say that I've built back up and I'm in a lot better shape since before the surgery, because I am. And I was glad I could say that. And then her mom decided to just, I know she did it wholehearted, like out of the warmth of her heart and everything. But mentally, I was like, this makes me sad. Like, it's very sad because she could have just liked it, right? Her mom could have very much so just liked the post, went about it, and, left it as what it is, right? That's just kind of how that could have worked. Could have just been a simple like, which, I mean, I'm not saying don't, like, comment. If you feel like saying something, say it. Like, I won't actually have effect to it. Like, I won't be like, don't fucking say that. But she said, you got this, keep going, hope all is well, wishing you all the best. And I'm like, fuck, bro. Fuck. Another L, bro. I'm taking another L back to back, bro. Double L's back to back. And I was just like, fuck. Like, damn. Like, what do I say to that? I was like, I don't know. I'm just going to like it. Instead of saying anything back, I just liked her comment. Because it's like, damn, like, she felt like a mom, bro. We were together for almost 2 years. Like, she became my mom too, and I was just like, damn, like, fuck, that sucks. For having that to be back to back, it was kind of shitty, awakening a bunch of stuff, and then I went into a lot of thought processes on the recent shit that happened with the female recently, a different female. It was just like, I'm done,
Mm-hmm.
Right.
It was just like, damn, like, what am I supposed to do in that situation? I appreciate her reaching out. I'm thankful that they still care. But at the same time, I'm like, damn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's fair.
Man, honestly, dog, Alan telling me all this shit makes me, like, want to get in relationships less, because I'm like...
It shows the real...
I don't got to deal with any of that shit right now, so...
It shows you the realness with it.
My advice is figure what you want, figure out what you need in your life, make sure you get situated, and then go for something.
I don't know. I don't know. You wait too long, you won't be able to experiment.
True. You experiment for a bit, but I feel like there's a fun, like, after you
But hold on.
not to get trapped into experimenting.
So, no. Here's the thing, though. With relationships, everyone will tell you, like, oh, you should wait. You should wait on it. Or you shouldn't hop into it, this and that, right? That's because they've already had the knowledge. They've already had the experience. And now they're at the point where they're choosing to wait to see what comes next. But early on in life, you don't know what to expect from relationships. You don't know what you want from another woman. You don't know what you want from yourself. So there is no proper time to get in a relationship. There is no correct time of being ready. There is no such thing as now I'm ready for a relationship. Mentally, it's just a matter of like if you want one or not. That's all it is. There is no proper time for it because you're always going to grow in life. You're always going to be going through changes. And if you're waiting for you to stop changing, you're never, ever wholeheartedly going to be in a relationship in your entire life. Because if you're not willing to change with someone...
Oh, gotcha.
No matter what in life, you're always going to go through changes. Your opinions are going to change. Your tastes are going to change. Who you are is going to change. No matter what, from the day you're born to the day you die, everything's always changing. And if you're not willing to find someone who's willing to change with you and they're going to change and you cannot accept the fact that they're going to change, you're not going to be in a relationship. Ever.
I feel like, at least in my experience, that for me, I feel like what you said and what I experienced was very opposite in a way. Because
but it's not though.
Like,
I'll explain after, but it's not. It's not different.
Yeah, but let me explain this part first. I felt like, for me, I feel like I was adjusting and I was changing, definitely. But I feel like the more drastic change happened before and after, and not during comparatively.
Yes.
I feel like. For me, sorry, you go ahead.
So with that being said, you changed before you got in a relationship and then after the relationship. But how would you have changed or learned from the relationship if you were never in it?
True.
You wouldn't have changed at all.
How would you have
True, I
known?
wouldn't.
How would you have known what type of relationship you want to be in? What you enjoy about relationships? How you should
Yeah.
be in a relationship? How relationships
I-
should work out? How do you develop fundamentals about relationships? What you expect from another significant other?
Yeah,
What they should
Alan.
expect from you if you don't
Yeah.
go through them.
Alan, so what I learned afterwards was, I remember at a time when I was in my like high school years, right? And obviously I wasn't 100% knowing everything that I know today, even beforehand. But I realized early on that for me, everything I wanted, everything I felt, everything this is that, I realized I learned that from when I was at a younger age, and at the age I was when I went into it,
Right.
all of that wasn't a thing. All of those values,
So-
those wants, desires
Yeah.
were gone when I was in there. And then the second was over, I realized, hey, all those things that I wanted, I didn't have any of it, and that's why I didn't feel anything. Because I didn't have those things that I knew inside of my heart that I craved.
So with that, now how would you have known you didn't have that if you didn't get in that relationship and that it ended because you realized it wasn't what you wanted?
True, but for me,
So
I feel like
the reason I say that is like, so in the grand scheme of things, right? In a young age, we all know we want a woman who will take care of us as much as we'll take care of them. We all want a woman that'll put in the effort that we put in. We all want a woman that'll cook and clean for us while we work and bust our ass for them. We all want a woman that will share like different chores, that will have these same benefits. We can all put this line of what we want from a woman, right? But you don't truly know what that's like or how to achieve that until you've gone through the trial and errors. Because how do you know how to react to a woman to get those things without trial and error? Because
It's just
it
like
doesn't
everything
just
else in
happen.
life,
You don't
too.
just hop into a relationship and be like, look, point blank period, this is what I want from you, this is what I give you. No. You build a relationship. You find their likings. You find what they're good at. They find what you're good at. You guys work with what you're good at. You guys work with where you are in life, what you like, what she likes. You intertwine it together, and then you build from there, and then you build, what do you like emotionally to be attached to? What do you like physically? What do you like materialistically? What do you like date-wise? What do you like watching movie-wise? Music, all these things. You don't develop that as a young age. At a young age, you develop the super generic basics of what you would like to have. Then you go through these trial and errors of how to get there and what type of clues show you how you're going to get that. So you don't know, because not every woman's thinking the same way. Some women are thinking, oh, I want a dude who wants to be at home being a house dad. You know what I mean? Some women are like, I want to be home and cooking and cleaning. That's all I want to do. Some women are like, I don't want to do either one of those. I want to work. He has to work. We both put in as a team. So you don't know that all these different variables are in place until you go out and you explore, you try, do these trial and errors, you get in relationships, they end, you get to the next one, you figure out what you learned from the previous one. Like, there's been times where, like, I felt like I was in a perfect relationship, but I wasn't as open as I should have, or I should have been. And there's, like, situations where I could have communicated things better, or I should have been more understanding of their feelings in certain situations. Even though the overall relationship was good, it was what I wanted. It was the cold, like, look, I worked the majority of it. I paid a lot of stuff. She helped here and there. I helped here and there. It was even balanced. It was clean cut. But there's the fine details that matter for longevity as well.
Yeah.
And you don't know what those are until you get in relationships, until you have those trial and errors. If you wait until you're 30, you'll never get in a relationship that's worth it. You will be the dude who gets divorced 6 times and has 7,000 different kids with different parents.
I feel like a big, I guess, sign is the ability to communicate and open your heart and actually be felt. I feel like there's a big difference of you can express yourself and you can open your heart.
So the thing with that is, like, I agree.
The way they respond is everything.
So I'll agree. The number one keys in any relationship is communication, being honest, and having an open heart and being open to them. Like, as in, like, your problems are their problems and their problems are your problems. You're a team. Being a team, communicating, and all that stuff all falls together as, like, quote unquote, what you desire in a relationship. But you can't get there without the trial and error. If you wait for it, it'll never come.
I feel like, at least for me, in my experience now, looking at the game, like I'm looking at, I'm thinking, you know, I had my fun, I had my trials and errors, I had my, I have, at least for me, the second I was done with it and throughout, I realized all the things that I was doing exceptionally, you
Yeah.
know. I was realizing,
And you
I
realize
was
now
doing
you want to
every-
be single and wait for the perfect opportunity.
yeah. And
But
I knew even day one, you know, like very early on to even like when before I became like a legit thing. Like I knew I was always 100, you know? And I realized like for me at the time I was just going with the flow, going with the motions.
Right.
Because I was just 100 like no, I'm chilling. But I realized like after that there is so much more than
But you
just
were
chilling,
also
going with the
hiding away a
motions.
lot of. You were hiding away how you truly felt. Just going with the flow
True.
and just following through it. You're
yeah.
hiding who you really are, and that's where relationships are
Yeah.
important.
Yes. But
And-
I feel like the one that I was in didn't allow that expression. Because
I
the one-
disagree. I disagree.
Let me clarify. So I feel like the times in which I did express myself, right? It was either put into two camps, in her words, which is, oh, I really like this. We should do this more. I feel a lot more connected with you. This is great. And there's other situations where I express, hey, I don't like this.
Yeah.
Hey, this isn't cool. This like the logically, physically, like mental, like this all does not
Like mentally,
go
this
right.
drains. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm be respectful. I'm gonna always do my best. I'm never gonna do something disrespectful like that. But I got turned around and stabbed me in the back for saying, "Hey, I don't like this. This is how I feel about it." Blah blah blah, and then using that against me. Out
So
of
with
nowhere,
that,
no context.
all that kind of situation is, it's a matter of one, every situation of how you talked about it, how you brought it up, and then two is she didn't respect your feelings. And if
Yeah.
she's gonna bring up what you brought to her when you were being vulnerable, and she's gonna use it as an attack, you need to leave that.
Yeah,
That's not
I
for
know.
you.
Yeah, like I realized that from then and there, but it was more of a thing, at least to me, a thing to think about. Of for me, I never expressed myself the way I want to express myself because I feel like it wasn't even worth it in her mindset and what she was.
But that
putting
doesn't
in
matter.
any of that.
So
Well, no, let me
from
continue.
no, I know, but like going like, just real quick, I have to hit this point. Whenever you feel like you can't express yourself a certain way, it doesn't fucking matter. Just express it the way you want to express it and how wholeheartedly you need to express it, because that will set the fine line of what she needs to expect. Because if you sit here and you baby things, you sugarcoat shit, and you like always baby her and you smooth it out and you're always like this super sweet nice guy and you paint this picture, when the second you take water and you splash the wet paint and you distort it, it fucks it up. You got to be true to yourself before you can be true to anybody else.
Yeah, I for me, I feel like for a long time I was doing myself and doing a thing, but I guess for many years I didn't know who I was in a sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and a long
And it's
time
kinda
I
like
didn't
that.
feel like I was in a relationship where I was doing my own thing. I
Right.
knew I was popping. I knew I was on top. I thought I know I was good. I know I was better. I know this is that. But I never knew like, all right, like comes because I like when I was going into it, I went into it for experience of how the basics is, never for a connection. Because for me at the time, like I could never have a connection. I never felt like I would walk up to the door, having knowing in my brain what to say, really be emotional. I open the door, blank.
Right.
It's like at a certain point, it's not, at least in that situation and that type of relationship, there was so much where I couldn't do no matter what, and it wasn't worth the effort to make it more than what it was.
You know,
And I heard after.
oh,
Sorry.
keep going, keep going. No, you're good. You're
And,
good. You're good.
Like when things was over and I talked and I was very emotional and I was very open. I heard, oh, why didn't this happen during? And I was like, bro, did you not realize what happened during? You didn't respect my feelings. You didn't respect my thoughts. You assumed what I thought and felt, and then did stuff based off that with never checking with me.
Yeah.
You did this,
But-
this, that. I'm like,
But
how
you're
am I
just as
supposed-
guilty. You're just as guilty for not standing up and standing behind what you're saying. And like if you notice that she takes it a different way and perceives it a different way, it's your job and your duty to make sure your point gets across and to make sure she stays on track. Like even though it sounds weird, but you're both
how do
just
you
as
buy-
guilty.
True, but how like for
How
me,
I
guess-
do it is if she's like, if I say, oh, I don't like this, because this and this, and she takes it as, oh, you don't like me. It's like, no, bitch, it's not what I said.
Yeah.
Like, I will literally say, like, no, you're miscommunicating what I'm saying. I'm literally telling you I don't enjoy this aspect of what you did for this reason. I love you. I don't like what you did and how you handled the situation.
Yeah. For me, it's like for me, I don't really get upset that often. You know, I'm really chill. I feel
Yeah.
like the times where I did feel stabbed in the back, I communicate. I was like, hey, I don't want to be that type of person, but if you, for me, I guess a part of my communication was, and I feel like I don't know if it's a good or bad thing that I have this, because I feel like it's a good thing. But at least for me, when I communicate, I tell someone like, I never wanna be like, I never want to give ultimatums. I never want to be like, oh, this is that you can't do this. You know, I never want to give them like, hey, you can't. So for me, I wasn't put in situations where I feel like most people would have left immediately, and a lot of people would have just dipped. And for
But
me,
you
I
don't
was
know that
always-
until you go through it.
True.
It's just how
But
shitty it is.
For me, I went through a lot of different aspects of a relationship and different feelings, and I realized like through that I was like, hey, like there was a time where I felt like I was cheated on, and 'cause I kind of basically was, and then it was a time where I was like, hey, I don't the thing like because for me like the relationship and stuff like that, I was like, hey, it's not. I'm not targeting this specific individual.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not targeting that specific individual. You, based off your information that you told me, you are becoming a worse person when you were with him. And you have admitted that to me multiple occasions. You have admitted how bad and toxic it is. You have admitted all these negative things. So, for your own health, I do not want you to do it, but I'm not going to put an ultimatum.
So with that
because you're your own
situation,
person.
if you're not dating and like, because that sounds a lot similar to a situation I just recently got into, where somebody from their past, even if it's unhealthy for them and you see like the bad in it or whatever, but if it comes down to someone they fell in love with rekindling things, you let them go. You let them go.
That's what I did. I was like, bro.
You
I'm
don't
not
tell
gonna be
them like,
sticking
hey,
around.
don't do this. You don't tell them. You don't make
Yeah.
decisions for them. You
Yeah.
just say like, hey, I think you should
That is
pursue
true.
what you're. You tell them like, look, I think you should pursue what your heart is following. It was telling you. If you feel like you need to continue things with this person, no matter how it ends, no matter how it plays out, you need to pursue that. I just can't talk to you anymore. I have to leave.
That like
just-
for
it's doubt, bro. It's like if they have any doubts about their ex, who
Because
broke
they
up with.
can't get with you if they're still gonna live with the what if.
Exactly.
But the thing
This
about it is if things with the ex fall apart and they realize how great of a person they
You
also
don't
fucked
go
up
back to
with.
them.
it's
You
too
don't go
late.
back to them.
It's too
No,
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 I know, but you don't go back, but they realize, and that teaches
But
them a
then,
lesson about
like,
the shit.
Yeah.
exactly, it
Bro,
teaches
my
them a lesson. But then
Bro,
you
I
become the one that
saw
got
this
away.
bro.
Right.
No,
my
don't get.
mentality, this is my mentality when it comes to a breakup. A single breakup, usually that's it. Like you can't. That's it. That's a sign that it's not gonna work. Does that make sense? Like you're not gonna be able to get back with this person. You know, like anything that happened within the relationship that led to the moment of you thinking that a breakup needs to happen. There's obviously been something wrong there, and that's it. You know,
Like I also feel like in that situation, it's not even like the breakup per se. I feel like at least in my case, at least, where for me I was pretty much emotionless the whole entire time. I was just cruising with it. So I feel like it's the difference of like the expectation of the relationship and how it's built.
Right.
Because the foundation of like if like depending on what the person wants, what the person's going for, this is that will they're like very largely change the landscape of how the relationship
Everything
is.
changes. That's the thing with any relationship you get into. Everything's going to change.
True, but I guess it's
a matter of
flippy floppy.
No, it's a matter of how much. No, it's not. It's where a lot of people get errors with relationships is one, they're not willing to admit that they're not on the same wavelength, and two, it's communication. If you don't communicate how you feel and she doesn't communicate how she feels, and you guys aren't willing to grow together and work on everything together, it's a personal thing. It's not like, oh, she's a horrible person or you're a horrible person. No, you're both just as guilty for not communicating certain things and not making certain things happen. And for me, sometimes you just don't connect. Sometimes you just do not have the connection you want.
Like there was times where, especially in the end, I was like, hey, we should, like, we were talking about like weight loss and like getting healthy and like stuff like that. I was like, hey, we should like eat healthier. I was thinking this is that. We should try and do things. We can't be eating out like we're doing. You know, we should do something. You know, like actively trying stuff like that. She was like, yeah. And then went straight to like fast food and junk. I was like, okay, that's cool. But like I stepped, you know. And then the second,
you don't make that a personal problem for yourself, though.
Yes, but it was, we both wanted it. We both wanted it first. But let me so
yeah, but that.
Let me
continue. Go.
And then, you know, it went back to the usual blah blah blah, and like for me, I was like hitting the gym, working out, blah blah blah, you know, like doing my whole thing. And she's like, "Oh, I'm not going to the gym anymore," blah blah blah. I was like, "Okay, that's cool, you know, you do you." And then at the end, I was hearing like when I overheard Reese like last time, I said like, "Oh, like this is so bad for you, gotta eat healthy, this that." I'm like, "You're the one who literally was." Oh, I don't feel like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like,
here's the thing.
Does the breakup have to be like where you wake up and like realize this? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how long is that gonna last you realistically if this is your hype?
So one, I'll tell you, is one, stop talking to her, stop replying to her.
I'm done.
Right?
Like,
no.
Yeah.
Like, do not at all reply.
Yeah.
Do not reach out to her. Two. It's not, if she agrees to wanting to be healthy or whatever, it's not your job to push it on her or force it on her. If she doesn't do it, that's on her. Don't get worked up and don't get emotional about it.
Yeah, I didn't get worked up about it. I was just like, oh, okay.
And then it's like, I don't know. That's like little things that don't really matter, but I guess do because you guys have to be on the same wavelength.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like there's just so many things where like it was on a wavelength, and then a week later wavelength changed. I was like, okay, whatever. And then it was just like the teeter totter of so many things.
The thing you also have to remember is just because she changed up on what she once believed in doesn't mean she's a bad person. My ex, for example.
Of course.
No, my ex, for example. Towards the end of our relationship, she switched up on a lot of stuff that she said in the beginning. But she's still growing. She's still figuring out what she truly wants in life. And I'm not mad about it. Yeah. Like, she went from not wanting to have babies ever to asking if we should start having kids to never wanting babies again, right? That's okay because you're going to do that in life. Or just opinions are going to change throughout life and what you expect from it and everything.
Of course,
you can't hold them against that.
Yeah. Like from
all you can do from this situation is learn that's not what you want.
Yeah, of course. Like for me with
because like it just feels like, I don't know, it feels like you're getting too caught up about it and you're getting too worked up in your own mind. You're giving yourself anxiety about the situation.
Well, I don't have anxiety, but
yeah, but I also I think you're full of shit because you wouldn't be contemplating this and you wouldn't have so many thoughts about this. Because I didn't. No, hold on. I didn't know what anxiety was. Hold on. I didn't know what anxiety was for a while. Everybody naturally has anxiety. Now, is yours a diagnosed problem where you need to get medicine? No. But as a human being, you still have anxiety as a natural way of life because that's how that works.
Like, I have the
you will overthink
depending on the situation.
No, bitch. No. You don't have the opportunity to have or not have anxiety. It's a part of life. It happens. You just got to learn to realize that. Like, think about it this way. Do you ever overthink things? Do you think about things and try to analyze anything in life?
No.
Anything? You're fucking lying because we've had conversations like this one right now. This one right now, you've told me you've analyzed certain.
To be anything. I like, at least in my brain registry, it's not enough. Like, it has to be something
That's
like
you
serious
in
to
fucking
trigger.
denial.
Like, this is chilling, bro. Like, I'm chilling, bro.
Do you see me throwing shit? That's
Yes,
you
I do.
being
I'm
ignorant
chilling
to
with
your fucking self. No, that's you being ignorant. It's not chilling. It's not you denying shit. It's you being ignorant to how life works. It's you being ignorant to how the mental health is. It's
alright,
you
alright, Alan,
ignoring
let me
it.
ask you
No,
something.
motherfucker,
Alan,
you're
let me ask
ignoring
you
it.
something. Let me ask you something. Let me ask you
Okay.
a question. Who is to say how I am and how I operate and how my brain works outside of medical, like I
Okay.
like, have a psychiatrist and like years
Okay.
and years of development,
Yeah.
you know, legit, or me?
So I get you're saying like I can't tell you what you have with you, right? You're not wrong.
Yeah.
I can't tell you what's going on in your brain. But based on what I know about anxiety, based on how I can interpret people and be observant to how people speak and be observant to situations in people's lives and the natural way of doing things as a natural way of human life and how brains work, because I understand psychologically how they work and because I've done research with it. You're in denial of the fact that you have generic lifestyle capabilities of like anxiety, depression, just these natural ways of things. They're not to the severity where they get labeled and like red flags, but you have the natural life levels of anxiety. Like your anxiety is still there. You can't deny it, because the second you deny its existence is the second it starts becoming a problem.
Alan, let me give you some examples of situations, right? So if it's a situation where there's a lot of like new people that I don't really know, like, but they're of someone's significance of the situation, environment, or there are certain situations where like it's somewhat threatening like my life situation at the time. And those situations will be, if the only situations I will feel some type of way.
No. In everyday life, no. Then why the fuck? No, hold on. No, if you don't get anxiety, no, as a regular human being, if you do not have anxiety, why the fuck do you get worked up over these females? Why do you still why do you still have conversations?
What happened in situations that made sense with the discussion.
Yeah, but you still feel a type of way about these situations. You still have an opinion on these situations. You still have a belief. You still have a belief on these situations. But you still have an opinion, a way of thinking about the situation, a way of adapting to the situation, a way of thinking the situation went, a way of building an opinion around how the situation went, how you evaluate it. It's all based from anxiety. If you didn't have anxiety, you quite literally would not give a fuck about anything. If you did not have anxiety, you would not care about what happens as an entirety of anything.
Alan, let me tell you something. I realized this the past few months that my amount of true care, true like emotional, my heart.
That's depression. I already know where you're going with that. You don't give a shit. That's depression.
Yes, I'm aware of that. But what I'm saying right now is that throughout that whole time and somewhat modern day, that if it's built a certain way, some emotions do not come up.
So the reason why I'm getting so worked up about this is because this podcast is heavily arranged around the fact of understanding and accepting mental health within the world of men. And me completely listening to you and knowing you as a person, I see there's a depression there, and I see there's an ounce of anxiety there. And for you to deny that exists is a bigger problem than accepting the fact that it's a way of life. You denying its existence causes more of a mental strain on you than you realize, because you can't realize it in the current status. It's okay to have mental problems. It's okay to question things. It's okay to have depression. It's okay to realize you don't know everything. Like, it's okay. Like, I get it. Like, I've been in your situation. I used to deny it, bro. I used to deny anxiety. I used to think I didn't have it. I used to think I wasn't as depressed as I used to be. But I was more depressed when I thought I was 100% okay than I am now that I'm more open about it and accepting it and becoming one of my emotions. And it's kind of bothersome that you don't want to admit it. Like, I know you don't want to. I know. Like, it's just we don't.
Alan, Alan, let me say something real quick, because what you said really struck me. Where for me, I look back at the past year. I look at the year before that. I look at the year before that. You know, and I've been every day. I feel like I've been assessing where my progress has been.
Yeah.
And I noticed that for me, even back then, where I didn't feel like my depression was that bad, where I didn't really feel like I had depression, I was vibing. This is that. And I realize now the man who I am now and the man that I'm going to become soon, that the where I am right now is miles in front of the man I was.
Well, you used to be, yeah, 100%. And that's great.
It's
I
still
love
not,
that.
But yeah, for me, I'm a very, like, sometimes I get visions and glimpses of different things.
Yeah, and that's just kind of, you see how it works out. That's kind of just how that works.
And, like, for me, like, glimpses in life and everything even gets to a mental state. Sometimes I will get a glimpse and a vision, and my whole mental state will change.
It changes. Because it gets
rapidly.
scary. Yeah. And that there, I hate to break the news to you, but that right there is anxiety. That is what anxiety is.
Good,
even if it's good, like, anxiety is thinking about things, overreacting to things, playing scenarios out in your brain. It doesn't have to be bad, but that is a form of anxiety. Like that. It took me a while to realize it, but anxiety basically is, if I call you, if I as a joke say, "Oh, you're dumb," and you go and, like, you get off online or whatever, you think to yourself, like, "Am I actually dumb?" That even if you ask that question in the simplest of ways is a form of anxiety.
Yes, I agree with you. But
so it's like anything that causes any type of thought process, anything that causes like you to think differently or question things is a form of anxiety. Now there's severe anxiety, like there's severe depression, but every natural human being gets depression, gets anxiety, gets all these things, just some people to extreme levels and some people to non-extreme levels.
Yeah. For me, I feel like with the times in which I do, there are sometimes I feel like, especially early on, I definitely had anxiety over and overthinking, overanalyzing, and everything. And I realized, like, how bad that was for my mental health sometimes, like, when I was doing it. But I realized when I was already in that depressive state that things and these visions that would happen, just vibes, like, it would be things where I'm like, oh, like, this whole vision vibe thing happen. I'm like, I have no idea if it's gonna happen or not gonna happen, but I'm gonna do my own thing, and then just randomly just lands on my lap.
Yeah, that's just kind of how that works.
I
but
realized,
I want to say real quick before we continue.
Yeah.
You saying it is what it is, and, like, granted, I am a strongest person. Like, it quite literally is what it is. Life is what it is, but you saying it is what it is a part of depression. It is a part of this anxiety because it builds your brain to the point where you've learned and you realize that, like, you know, life is just going to happen the way it does and you've accepted it. Yeah. But it doesn't mean that you don't get the anxiety. It doesn't mean that you don't still have it. You just have a better understanding of it and a better way to handle the situation. It doesn't mean that it controls your life and you can't control it and have, like, yourself under control and know who you truly are. Like, right now, me being more open about my mental health and all this, like, I'm even more truly in understanding of who I am, what I expect, and how I am as a person. But I still get anxiety. I still get depression. It's still there. Even though I know in the long term of life, I'm going to be happy. And even though I'm at the happiest point in my life I've ever been, I know I'm still going to be anxious about things. I'm still going to find depression around the corner. I'm still going to be sad about certain situations in my life, because I'm always growing. I'm always trying to work on myself, and I'm always trying to better things. And the only way I can do that is going through that depression, is going through that anxiety, learning from it, evaluating what caused it, where did it start, why am I thinking this, what is this, like, what is causing all this. And then I evaluate that and I learn from it, and then I keep going forward. My anxiety will never leave. I will never sit here and say I'm anxiety free. I will never be able to sit here and say I'll never have depression again. I just know that's a part of life, and that's okay to, but you got to remind yourself that it's okay to be anxious. It's okay to be depressed. It's okay to feel these ways. It's not okay to let them overrule you. It's not okay to let them control your life. It's not okay to be so overwhelmed by your thoughts that it pushes you into a dark place. it's more important to realize that this is what's going on and to find your acceptance with it and find how you can learn from it and evaluate your life and fix and grow from your current depression and anxiety, because it's always going to be there. It's your stepping stool on what your brain is trying to tell you subconsciously, what you want. Because deep down, you don't really know what you want, but your subconscious knows what you want in life because you're afraid to admit things. Because in life, people are so caught up with their fears of how other people, they're so caught up on what other people are going to think, what their parents are going to think, what their family's going to think, what their friends are going to think, that they forget the fact that like how they feel or think, and they just kind of push it away about how they think about things, how they should react to things. They push that aside.
I feel like that's also a double-sided coin of people that know how they think and how they feel, but they don't put in consideration of others.
But it doesn't matter if you consider others. Because at the end of the day,
I'm saying like in a way of like, if you can't, like, how are you supposed to be in a good, healthy relationship with someone if you're never gonna be empathetic or value their emotions or how they
people that are like that aren't in relationships, and you shouldn't be in one. Because you're still, if you don't show sympathy or empathy for someone, it's because you're still trying to figure out yourself. Because you're still trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. The natural way of life, we feel empathetic and we feel sympathy because we've experienced these things, because we know what it's like to put ourselves in those shoes, or we haven't been in those shoes, and we know, but we know if we did get put in those shoes, it would be good or great, depending on how you want to be sympathetic or empathetic. But you not making those conscious decisions and putting that away is a severe form of depression and anxiety, because you're so overworked on what you think about certain situations that you can't put yourself in those situations. So you should not get in a relationship if you cannot be empathetic or sympathetic.
Alan, this is something I've learned recently about myself and so many things, which I knew for a while, but like it's never been like a serious like thing in my life, I guess. This realization of that for me, I always used. I got into a depressive state, and for me, I was always scared to get out of it, because when I was younger, there was a time where like negative emotions and thoughts overtook me to the point where like I had no control of myself and who I was and my individual. And then eventually I got like washed over, and then my brain was I had so much anxiety of never allowing that to happen again. To like fundamentally like rework everything I know of myself and how I operate to never allow that. And then I kept stressing onto that. And for me, I realized that being into that zone and creating that state means nothing if I am not myself. If I'm not expressing these emotions and having these emotions that for so long I didn't want to, because I was always scared of who I would become if I did.
But that is your anxiety and your depression making those thoughts, making that opinion, making your life that way. And then the second you can realize that and be more accepting of it, it helps you open up more and realize that, like, hey, you're overthinking things, you're overreacting to a situation. And then the best way I get over anxiety is the only way you know something, or the only way you know how someone's going to react to something or anything, is by fucking doing it. Just learn to just do something, regardless of how much it's out of your comfort zone, or no matter how you think someone else is going to react. You don't actually know how someone's going to react to certain things, even yourself, until you do it. So a lot of times, like, I used to limit myself on what I should do or could do or what I wanted to say or anything, but it's gotten to the point where it's like, if I hurt someone's feelings or I say something that upsets somebody else or anything like that, it's like, I'm being me at the end of the day. So if you get hurt by it, like, I apologize that you aren't comfortable with somebody else's opinion. Like, it's not my fault you're not understanding that people have different views. And I don't care.
I realized recently that, like, for me, like, when I'm getting, like, sometimes I get more emotional, sometimes, like, for me, I at least for the longest time, I never thought about, like, anything. Like, I was very, like, clear mind, don't really think. For me, now I'm starting to think more and more
depression.
About what... Well, yeah. But now I'm starting to think more and more, like, I'm getting out of that haze. And I'm realizing, like, I'm
and that's growth. That's
Yeah.
growth.
And I feel like for me, sometimes when I'm growing, I find hurdles
Yeah, no, you
in
will.
my life.
Life is gonna keep getting difficult. Nothing's gonna
Yeah.
be easy.
But I guess let me explain some of the
Yo,
hurdles.
I
to
love you
make more
guys. I'm heading out. Y'all take care,
Oh.
okay?
All right, good night, but
Alright.
Yo,
Alright,
good talk,
GT.
though. Good talk. Y'all take care.
all right, you take it easy.
Good night.
But yeah, the hurdles. So I was thinking about hurdles, right? And I realized something recently that for me, be able to self-express and express
Yeah.
myself is, I subconsciously will read the room, or read a person, or read so many things, and
You know
let
what that is?
influence
Do you know what that
anxiety.
is? Truly, no, I'm so serious. Because when I tell you, I didn't know what anxiety was, and I did not know I had anxiety because I thought the same way. But that entire situation where you read a room, you predict how they're going to react to certain things is
Subconscious,
100%. Yeah, no, it's subconscious. But that's what I mean
Yeah.
when anxiety is a way of life. It's a part
Yeah.
of every human being. Because when people say they have anxiety, everyone thinks the grand scheme of things, right? Like
Gotcha.
when people say like, "Oh, I have depression," they think I'm gonna kill myself tomorrow. That's not at all.
Yeah.
It's not at all what I
Yeah.
just said.
Yeah.
I get when I say I have depression, it means I get sad sometimes. You know what I mean? That's what depression is. I get sad sometimes, and it's okay. Anxiety is I automatically assume certain situations.
Yes.
I automatically
Gotcha.
prepare myself for certain situations. My brain automatically evaluates what is around me, and based off that judgment, I predict what's going to happen. That is anxiety. Anxiety is 100% okay. Anxiety is normal. Depression is okay. Depression is normal. Severe anxiety is where it becomes very difficult to be a part of, and severe depression is what becomes very difficult to have in your life. And that's when you need to go out and look for help and talk about things and communicate how you're feeling and all that, because you don't understand what's going on, which means you're going to overreact to things. Because you don't actually understand anxiety, you're going to overreact certain... Hold on, I have a hiccup. You're going to overreact certain situations, and then same thing with depression. If you don't fully understand how to get out of the depression and how to accept depression and learn from it, you're going to get down to a dark place, which then leads to some people thinking suicide is an option, which is the grand worst version of depression possible. And I will say, anybody out there dealing with these kind of thoughts, that's not permanent. These kind of thoughts, I mean, granted, I'm very fortunate. I've always known that, there's always a good in every bad situation. But anybody who deals with a severe depression or anxiety, just know you're not alone. And you need to talk about it to people, whether it be a therapist, a psychiatrist, your mom, your dad, your brother, your sister, your best friend, your dog, your cat. You need to talk about it and get it off your chest. So, because the second you start talking about it out loud and you listen to yourself and you reevaluate what you said, you can process it better. Whereas if you let scenarios play in your head, you let your brain overthink things and overreact to situations, it's going to cause a deeper dive into a depression, a deeper dive into this anxiety to where you're letting it control your life. I know it's easier for me to say, like, just get over it and talk about it, but quite literally start the movement now. If you're dealing with it, start today talking to somebody, looking for help. Looking for somebody, talk about it, get it off your chest. Because the more you sulk in it, the more you let it sit there and just fucking eat you up, the harder it's going to be, the more you're going to get affected. And just overall, life as an entirety is just going to become more bland, dull, and you're going to feel lifeless. But if you talk about it and you make the realization that, hey, we all think the same shit. Like, we all think the same fucking shit. It's okay. You're completely normal. The second you think you're irrational and you're not normal is the second you're allowing it to become a problem. Like, that's why I pressed you just now, like, when you say you don't have anxiety, and it's because you don't want to admit that you have it. Because you think, which is okay because not everyone realizes it, but, like, a lot of people have this misconception with mental health where it's like, it's bad to have anxiety. It's bad to have depression. So you hide it away, you ignore it because you feel ashamed to admit that you have anxiety. We feel ashamed as a society to say we get depressed. We feel shame behind how we're feeling and what we are and who we are. When in reality, we need to understand and accept the fact that we're all going to be different. We're all going to overthink things. We're all going to be sad about things. Everybody as a natural human being is going to go through this. The second you can make that a realization and be comfortable with it and talk about the fact that you overthink things and that you have anxiety, and the second you can say, I am depressed, and you can say that with confidence, is the second you will grow and you will get better and you will start healing from it.
I feel like some of the things, I feel like when we talk about anxiety, it's, for sometimes I didn't know what anxiety specifically was. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will say depression, say anxiety, but like, no,
you don't know what it is. Oh God, nobody. That's what I mean. Like, nobody explains it, and that's why these podcasts I want to like push out there. Like, hey, like, mental health is real. Like, this is what normal people go through. Like, everybody that I've ever talked to, whether it be Goming, Tito, Proxy, Cameroni, Matt, anybody I've ever talked to, like, they go through the same process as we do. But because it has such a closed gate on it, and that and people shame it and they don't make it so open, that it kind of closes away from it, and we don't want to admit that this is what we think and how we feel and like what is a label on it, is because of the mass society behind saying like, hey, like, if you're depressed, like, you need to go to a mental asylum. Because like when people think of depression, anxiety, they think, oh, you need pills. You have a problem. You're not okay. When in reality, it's like you are.
Yeah. And I was gonna say this. I feel like it fits in right now really well. That for me, I think a big thing that I struggle with, that I'm noticing in common life, you know, like going around, going to the park, going to this different situations, different places, and I'm realizing that it's hard for people, like, you could, so if you're good at expressing yourself, right?
Yeah.
And you're good at expressing how you feel, how you think, this is that, you know, like getting stuff off your chest, like just communicating. For a lot, at least in my experience, some people are either super open and will have an amazing conversation with you, or it feels like the most alienating situation of all time, and you're just trying to do your own thing, and it just feels like you're talking to a wall.
Yeah, but that's because of the fear behind of anxiety. That's the fear with anxiety, because people are so scared to be open about who they are and how they think, that they let it over, because like that's the anxiety behind it. Like, I don't want to, like, for me when I was younger, I didn't want to tell my things because I felt vulnerable, right? I feel like telling you guys that I get sad that my mom's dead, or I get sad that like there's a possibility of like my grandma dying, or I get anxious about talking to females, that it's showing my vulnerabilities and you can use it against me. But because I've gotten to the point where I've accepted my vulnerabilities, I know that this is going to be happening. I'm not invincible. Like, what you say can still hurt me. What you say can still hurt me. But you saying like, for example, a comment. If somebody, for whatever reason, decided to be a bad person, like, haha, your mom got what she deserved, right? Right? Say that somebody commented that. I would not give a fuck what they said, because that person does not affect my life. Like, I know what happened with my mom. I know what I'm sad about with that situation. I know the reality of it. It is my life. I know how to evaluate it properly. Nobody else should have the power to bring you depression. Nobody else in this world should have the power to make you think a certain way, right? They should be able to open your eyes to different ways of thinking or different viewpoints or whatnot. But you should have the proper evaluation, and you need to accept who you are and make the exception and the positivity. Like, hey, I'm not perfect. The second you can fucking say, I'm not perfect, I get depressed, I get anxious, I still need to grow. The second you can admit that, like, there's still growth that needs to be done for yourself, nobody else can affect you. If somebody in the comments, or somebody that I cared about is different, but if somebody said, oh, you're a fat fucking slob, oh, fucking well. Like, I know my self-worth. I know what I'm working on right now. I'm going to the gym. I'm working to benefit myself. So regardless of any type of hate, I know the reality of who I am because I am comfortable with who I am.
Yeah.
I am comfortable with the fact that like I've gone through shit. I am comfortable with the fact that like relationships that don't work out for me. I'm comfortable with the fact that like, hey, I got cheated on once. It is what it is. Like, what are you gonna say? That's why your boy fucked your girl. Oh no, like I don't care. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it takes the understanding and the acceptance of your life and what you've experienced. You need to accept it like, hey, I couldn't control this situation. I cannot change the situation. But it happened, and this is what I learned from it.
Yeah.
That's what makes life easier. Life isn't going to be fucking pixie dust and rainbows 24/7.
Yeah. Like, for me, I think about it in high school and early on that a lot of times I would talk about philosophy. You know, philosophy was always a big thing for me.
Yeah.
I was talking about ways of thinking, ways of feeling, how this works, how that works, hypothesizing, this is that. And
Yeah.
although, like, when I was younger, no one, like, there were some people that fucked with it, but a lot of people didn't, you know? And for me, I was like, I'm gonna still do it anyway, because I'm gonna do me. I'm gonna spend my piece, you know, my true, like, I'm feeling myself, you know?
Yeah.
And for a time, I stopped for a while, and I never realized why I stopped. I never realized what went wrong. I never realized, like, what happened to me, I guess.
Because you subconsciously accidentally let depression, anxiety win. You let the others win by accident. Like, we don't all know that this is what's going on. Like, it's not easy to make that realization because we get so fixated and so caught up. Because, like, think about
what's going on.
Think about this. What defines failure? What defines failure is what people told us what failure is. We only know what it's like to want to push for things or want to become something because that's the visions instilled upon us. Like, parents back then used to think like, oh, you need to make this type of money in order to be successful. Yeah. You need to be a doctor in order to be successful. When in reality, success is defined by each individual. Each individual, it's like success is how you truly feel in your heart. It does not matter how much money you have. It does not matter if you're married, if you have kids, if you own a house, if you have a car. If you wholeheartedly, from the day you're born to now, feel like you've done right and you're confident with where you're at and you're happy with what your life is at, that is success. You might not be the richest person. You might not have it all. You might not have a family and everything falling in place. But if you think that you're in a better position and you're in the best position you possibly can be today, that is success. Me, I think I'm extremely successful. I came from the fucking bottom of the bottom. I came from being potentially a harsh drug user to being in the prison system to being into all of these systems to where I chose to get my head on my shoulders. I chose to stand up and change my life around. I chose to be better than the people from my past. And that in itself is a success. Yeah. I might not be where I want to be. I might not be doing the job I desire to do. I might not make the most money I want to make. I might not have the family I want to have. But right now, I am the most successful I have ever been. Yeah. That's what is important.
I feel like for me, when I was younger, like, I feel like the first day of school, ever since the first day I went to school, I feel like I was successful. Like, no matter what anyone said to me, no matter how much I spent on this is that, I felt like even in my worst days in that place, it was one of my most successful days. Because of the amount that I was overcoming, the amount of growth I had for myself, the amount of ideas, my heart, how coping and dealing with things and thinking about, like, just the whole success
is also, like, realizing that you're not perfect. Realizing that nobody can be perfect. Yeah. The second you can realize that, that's a success in its own. Success is, there's different levels to success in this world.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I feel like throughout so much time that I kept, for me, I was like, I achieved something. But I was like, I need to achieve harder.
You kept growing.
I need to achieve more. I need to achieve. I need to achieve. But I feel like I got so competitive, I guess, with myself and, like, I guess.
And then that's where it becomes unsuccessful. That's where it becomes too much and you become unsuccessful.
And then I felt like for me, I got to a point where my success and my journeys came to a point where I knew there was more to go, but I didn't know in which path to take. I didn't know where the direction was.
And that's
I
okay.
didn't know what to do. And
You
I feel
realizing that is the most important part, because a lot of people get caught up in the fact that like they're scared of not knowing where they should be or where to go, that they act like they know and they just start guessing. You know what I mean? They start playing around and not really focusing on themselves.
Like at a time I was guessing near the end of the
We all
period
do it.
before.
We all do it.
Yeah.
That's the biggest misconception, is that like if you look at all these quote unquote successful people, it looks like they always knew what they wanted to do. They always knew where they were gonna go. They always had
But
everything
you only
figured
know
out.
that after the fact.
But it doesn't. They don't show the constant trial and errors, the constant battles within their head, with it, like all the like they don't show all
That's not good for
the
TV.
debating and all that. Yeah, and that's where I come into play. Is I want to show that part of the world. I want to eventually. I want to get to the point where I can interview like quote unquote the most successful people and talk to them about mental health. Talk to them like, hey, did you ever get depressed? Did you ever want to quit? Did you ever want to give up on everything? You know what I mean? Like the reality of it. Like, because nobody thinks that they have the most successful business. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Jeff Bezos didn't think when he was 20 years old or 18 years old he'd be where he's at today. He just hoped for it. He just followed his dream and his passion. Steve Jobs, same thing. Bill Gates, same thing. Elon Musk, same fucking thing.
Yeah. I feel like for me, I guess right now, at least I'm at a crossroads of, because for me, like sometimes I get like the past while, you know, I got a range of different visions of positivity and love and affection and connection. And then recently a thought came into my head, which really threw me in for a doozy. Of when I was in community college, so this was probably like maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago, maybe 5.
Yeah.
And it got to the point I had a vision for a second of like a beautiful mind state. Like a mental state, a mind state, you know, like a whole, I'm like, I was like, I don't know who this is. I don't know how to achieve this. I don't know if this is even for me.
Yeah.
I don't know anything. And the first thing I thought at the time was, to even remotely achieve this, I have to destroy everything I know to get to this point.
That I feel like is a negative way of thinking about it.
Yes, but for me it was, I guess for me the reason why I thought that.
What you should have thought is there's growth to be done.
Yes. I feel like at the time I thought that because of how stark the difference was.
Yeah.
Like I never like try to put it in a negative light, just like as in like this is so distant to what I am right now and what like I can possibly fathom at the time. And I thought about it recently, right?
Yeah.
I thought about me coming out of my shell, me working on myself, me opening up, me doing this, doing that. I thought about that vision. I thought about thoughts I had when I was a teenager of what I want, how I feel. I'm like, all those things are actually how I feel and what I want. All these things, they're just coming back to me, and I'm starting to realize them outside of this fog.
Yeah.
And I looked at that vision of that one time of like that beautiful mindset of like that, like it was just so peaceful, so lighthearted, so passionate, so compassionate. You know, like your heart is open and your heart is there for everyone, and just you're doing all that, but you're also in like a different state as well, like a very specific vision.
Yeah.
I thought about
you
it.
You see the narrow hallway.
Yeah. And
but that's just like in a way that's a good thing but a bad thing at the same time. It's good.
Yeah, it depends how
it's a positive negative, because there's going to be times where like you think certain ways and you have these certain opinions where it's a bad thing, but it's a good thing because like you got to have those opinions and those thoughts and you got to learn from it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. like for me when I thought about that vision recently. I was like, I don't know why I'm thinking about this vision, like why it's coming up. But the thought of it came back, and I was like,
But it's a good thing. But you need to find a way to get to that
yeah,
in a good way.
I thought about it because for me, throughout my life, even when I was younger, throughout my life, I always thought of a spiritual journey for myself
Yeah.
of type of death and coming back and going through very large trials and tribulations and
Yeah.
figuring out ways to succeed and doing this and that and like giving myself like timestamps when I was like 8.
That's
You know what
very
I'm saying?
negative. Yeah, I've done that.
No,
It's very negative.
Yeah, it's very negative. But like for me, I forgot about all of those things very early on. You know, like I would say it one day and then forget the next.
Because the biggest thing I do to myself, and I will admit, is the biggest mental thing. Like I used to say when I was a kid, when I was very young, I used to say, like by the time I'm 25, I need to have a family.
Yeah.
And me putting that type of like saying that into the world and wanting to speak that into existence, me being 22, being 3 years away from 25, and for it to not happen, it is very depressing because I did that to myself.
Yeah, like for me, I'm 24. I'm starting to feel old. But I look back at that time, right? I think about the times that I was thinking all these things when I was a completely different person. And I think about what's happening in my life without thinking about those things. You know? Like being depressed to the point where like none of that really comes up anymore. None of that's like affecting my life. This is that. And I think about all the things I said to myself of journey, path, this is that when I was younger. I'm realizing everything I said back then is happening.
Yeah.
Like I was accurate. I
wouldn't say you were accurate.
I wasn't accurate to the way.
You are the reason it's accurate. You instilled these things into your brain that I need to have this at this point. When I'm this old, I want to do this. When I'm at this point in life, I want to be able to say I've achieved this. You saying that when you're young, then subconsciously, as you grow up and grow through this, you start doing those things subconsciously because that's what you told yourself when you were young. You don't. What a lot of people don't realize is like you have a lot of effect on you than you realize you do.
Yeah. That most definitely. Your brain is the most powerful thing you can possibly.
If I say I want to be president, and I've spoken into existence when I was young, and I did all that, and I worked for it. I would have been very strong in school. I would have stayed in. I would have gotten my education. I would have chased the education. I would have done this because subconsciously I know there was an end goal.
Yeah. I feel like
everything I do right now is because when I was young, when I was young, I said by the time I'm a certain age, when I graduate high school, I want to have a successful job. Yeah. I want to make this much money. I want to make my age as a wage. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Most of like I guess for me it's the ways that I thought about as a kid and the ways I thought about how things were going to go down. The ways that they are now and the ways they did go down was nowhere near the ways of interpretations I had as a kid. Sometimes I would have ideas and visions of things in the future, and I would overanalyze them and I would have anxiety about different things, and then life happens. That's okay. And then life happens, right? And I'm realizing that, like, when I met her, a lot of visions of and ideas I had from when I was a child applied to her life situation that was not in my control.
And that made you kind of feel like you wanted to be with that person even more because it connected with you when you were a child.
Like, it made me realize there's a lot to it, but at the end of the day, my emotional availability towards that person, figuring out the situation is always going to take priority.
That's what it matters, because when you're in the situation and you're like, whoa, this is what I wanted when I was young, you start thinking that everything that's going on that's technically bad is okay.
Yeah.
You start rationalizing everything when it's really not.
Yeah.
But on that note, I hate to One thing I want to get out real quick. It came to mind while we were talking before I get off because it's getting late and I have to work tomorrow. Well, it's every Friday. We can pick up right next Friday, but
All right.
this is completely down a depressing path, and it came to mind while we were talking that I wish, not that it's gonna change anything, but I kind of wish that like me starting this or talking about this was around when Etika was, and then like I was already doing this. Because I wholeheartedly think that, if I started doing this a lot sooner and being more open about it, it could have helped. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But, I mean, like, I don't want to get too caught up in the what ifs because it's in the past. It already happened.
Yeah.
But it would have been kind of nice. And I think that what made me help push for wanting to focus mental health a lot is the situation that happened with Etika.
Yeah. Like,
I should say Desmond because his name is Desmond.
Like, there was a lot of times with Desmond where we were talking about, because me and him had our relationship was very, like, you express yourself, you express how you feel, you express what you want, what you're not feeling, why aren't you feeling, like, talk it through, all these things.
Yeah.
And for me and Desmond, we always looked like, hey, why aren't other people talking about this? Why aren't people really going on and expressing themselves and doing these things? I feel like with Desmond, he and a very few others at that time, because of him, I got into experience, like, communicate and express myself and feel wholeheartedly when I talked.
Yeah. That's kind of what I want to push to do. I want everyone to realize that, like, you're not forced to think alone. You're like, it's important to have conversations and think about things together, because that's the best way for you to evaluate situations and really come to terms with things is by talking it into existence and really sitting down and like thinking about what you're saying. Whereas oftentimes with like Desmond's situation is even when he tried to reach out, nobody was used to it, so we didn't know how to react.
Yeah, that's what I learned.
And so that's what I think it's important. And like, if I have to be the starter of this motion, even though I've seen a couple more people talking about it a little more often, but if I have to really try to jumpstart this and to make it a more frequent thing, I'll do it, because mental health is so important that the old way of thinking and the old way of teaching is no longer like teaching men to be powerful, strong, don't cry, don't have emotions, have feelings. It's in the past.
We forgot that we are human.
Yeah, because so many people get caught up in like what it means to be a man. They're like, fuck out of here. What it means to be a man.
You know what it in your heart.
No. Well, the definition of what it means to be a man is to be true to yourself and being true to the people around you. That is what it means to be a definition of a person, of a human being. A man is not one who is strong. A man is not one who can provide. A man is one who is strong, can provide, and be open, and be honest, and be truthful, and be wholeheartedly. Like, fuck all the other bullshit.
Yeah, respectful. You know, like there's definitely you can definitely tell when there's a man or a person.
On that note, I'm gonna go to bed.
All right.
Love everyone who stayed and watched the whole thing. I appreciate the conversation we had. Hey, go make it. And Tito already fell asleep, but I enjoyed the conversations we had today. I enjoyed all of it. We'll be back next Friday. Same time for sure. Hopefully a lot more to talk about, and we'll dive more into this stuff and then talk more about some mental health stuff and then just overall life stuff that we've been going through and all kinds of fun shit. But overall, I appreciate you guys sticking through, watching it all. I'm tired as shit. I'm about to go pass out. I got to work tomorrow. Catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. Love you.